Hello there. Hello there, YouTubes and the Twitches. How the devil are we all? I'm very well, thank you for asking. It's Kristi and Kev's happy hour, naturally. I am Kev, the intellectual equivalent of chocolate ice cream. And joining me, as ever, is the caramel choo-choo of academia, Dr. Kristi Winters.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, no pulling a Jeffrey Tubin while we're on air, will you?
It's like you can only see me from the tits down, I'm fine.
Yeah, just don't get out the moisturizer and the Kleenex box. Have you seen that video that's making its way around Twitter? Otherwise, we'll have to get to it. On my
Well, yeah, but
bookmarks.
that's not Jeffrey Tubin, is it?
That's just funny.
Yeah, that's exactly. Oh, they're all like freaking out. But
I
he was
don't
the
even
host.
care if it's real or
Apparently,
not.
he was the host, so they couldn't take his camera
leave.
off. Oh God.
If you don't know what we're talking about, I think we'll probably get there.
Wanking on stream.
Wanking during a work call, yeah, or off a work call, as it were.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness!
Not just that, but the beautiful thing about that is, once you examine it for a second, you think to yourself, those people were then thinking to themselves, during the entirety of this call, he was thinking, I'm not focused on what we're talking about. I'm waiting to have a wank after this is finished.
Yep, I'm going to dip out of here so I can have a wank.
Yeah.
Now, the rewatchability on that video is so high because there are like 9 people on that call or 8 people on that call.
Indeed.
And you can watch each one of their individual reactions.
Yeah.
And each one of them has their own unique approach to it. Like the one black woman in the middle is just like keeps sipping her coffee and like leans forward. Whereas like one of the other white guys just like actually jumps up and away from his computer. It is so rewatchable. It is so rewatchable. Oh, we're going to have to watch that now, obviously. We're setting up too much to not talk about it.
No, I reckon leave them. Leave them hanging. Leave them wanting more. I reckon.
Well, that guy certainly got left wanting more. In terms of employment.
Well, do you reckon?
Like I said, I don't even know if it's real.
Well, do you reckon once he worked out what had gone on, like, because they were ringing him or whatever, so presumably they went, "Yeah, turn the camera off, mate." He went, "Oh fuck, would that be? Would you think I'm not in the mood anymore?" Or would you think, or would you think to yourself, I need a consolation wank now? So it's gone from like a good clean wank to a All
right, should we just? I have
dirty
it up.
mucky wank.
I have it up on my computer. If we,
of course you fucking do, dirty bitch. Yeah. Absolutely outrageous.
I found it. I put it in my bookmarks because it seemed such very much our show's
Okay, so I'll stop sharing and then you can share and I'll put you on the screen.
All right, sounds good. Things are everywhere though. I don't have the right window up. There it is. Okay, share screen with audio. Oh my God, do we need audio? Yes, we need audio.
Hang on, so I'll go onto screen.
The thing is, it's such a small screen. I'll go full screen. It's too bad that I can't even go fuller screen than this. But yeah, you're going to have to go over.
Hang on, can I zoom in? I can't, can I? No. Okay.
No, I can. It's on Twitter if people want to watch it.
Yeah.
Sadly, this is literally as big as it looks bigger when I have my phone on landscape than on
I've used
portrait.
that excuse when sliding into DMs as well. No, it looks big. It's the angle. It's the angle that makes it look.
Yes, that's the thing that's wrong. Yeah. All right. So this is the guy he's gonna dip out of the call. Everyone else is gonna continue on with their boring shit, but just enjoy watching the variety of reactions to this quite amazing. Like I said, I don't even know if it's real. It looks very real. It's well acted. If it's not real, it's just funny. All right, here we go.
I 3 from the studio.
Can I actually hop on this call since I'm not on this account?
It's no problem.
Okay.
That's the guy here who's leaving the call.
Sure. Let's just start off with January 2020. Now, consumer spending is up. If you look at the graph right below.
What page are we on?
Kleenex.
I'm sorry, we're on page 12. The second graph from the top.
Moisturizer.
Okay. Danielle, turn your camera off.
All right. So if you look, we're 2.5%
It's the Kleenex
higher
out.
than 2019. We started this quarter off at 2.75%.
Holy shit.
Daniel, God.
I don't think he's
Daniel.
I like the guy in the bottom left who's just laughing.
Daniel.
This guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Daniel.
Her reaction too is amazing.
How do we turn this feed off?
This guy in the corner jumps up and
Daniel. Oh my God. Daniel is a hard. Holy shit.
I 3 from the studio.
It's honestly like the best thing I've watched this week.
Oh,
Absolutely the best.
beautiful.
I'm going to retweet that out for anyone who wants to watch at their leisure and watch each, just follow every single person's own reaction. One guy calls over his partner. The guy up here brings his friend over to watch, actually calls him over. It's like, hey, come here, check this out.
I'm the bottom left guy. I'm just laughing.
Yeah,
I'm not
this guy-
stopping him. No chance. That's hilarious.
This guy was at the start of the video. Hit play. Was at his desk, and then it's not working now. But then leaps up and was drives himself into the corner.
But
He's
what?
terrified.
Yeah, but that's. Oh.
She's just leaning forward, drinking her coffee.
Yeah, the guy in the middle right is such a weird reaction. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can understand you not wanting to watch it, whatever. But just look away. You don't need to jump up. It's not gonna come at you through the screen, literally.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I mean, Zoom has some good features on it, but virtual spunkery is not one of them.
That's not one of them.
No.
I'm going to stop sharing.
I mean,
Go
to be
back
honest, if
you
it
then.
does, I'm getting an account, and this show's going to get very weird. But until then, no, it's nothing.
All right, back to you.
Okay, I'll share the screen with Kristi.
Oh, so good.
Hello, I'm on the screen now.
Oi,
Oh,
oi.
well. Yeah. Oh, hang on. I don't need that shit. So, yeah. How have you been anyway in the last few days or whatever? Have we done with small talk? Has that happened?
If you want, I mean, I on Monday I helped put out 3 promotional videos for the European Value Study,
That's boring.
which
That's
I
really
worked on all
boring.
weekend. Yeah, so thanks. Yeah. And now I'm on vacation from 5 o'clock today. I am on vacation now till next Monday. So Kristi gives no fucks.
Yeah,
I have
Roy
zero
Katz, what are you
fucks.
talking about? I'm not a terrible friend. Shut up, dickhead. He is actually behind me there. He'll wake up at some point and I'll get him on screen.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, how about you? Any small talk we need to do on your side of things?
No, I'm good. That's it.
Okay,
That's all I got.
That's it.
That's all
all
I
right.
got. Yeah.
No small talk from Kev.
No.
All right. Well, let's talk about some idiots then, or assholes.
Let's. I genuinely don't know what Trump means by virtually anything he says now. It's
Let's
so
hear it.
strange. The idea that he can accuse someone else of having dementia, mind blowing.
He took away
5,000 miles of ocean. I gave it back to the people of Maine. What the fuck are you talking about? What does that mean?
Well, apparently he's running against Anthony Fauci for president as of yesterday, or Hunter Biden.
Well, and is declared war on the fish? I mean, I didn't know that Fish and Fauci were on the ballot, but Fish Fauci 2020 is a good... I'm interested in what their platform's going to be.
Not oil platforms.
Well, indeed. Yeah.
In Maine, Obama took away 5,000 square miles of ocean. Can you believe it?
What?
I gave it back to the people of Maine. We're doing things that nobody's ever thought about doing, ever.
Yeah. Literally, no one's ever thought about doing that, because that isn't a thing. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
It's just like the wheels are wheels are falling off. I was listening to a podcast that had I think was it Steve Schmidt and who ran McCain's campaign, and I can't remember the name of the guy who ran the Obama campaign, not Dave Plouffe, but one of the other higher ups, and they were doing an analysis of how Trump. No. If I can't remember it now. Anyway,
Dave Spooply Boop.
I'll maybe find it and look it up so I don't feel embarrassed. But they just basically said that Trump is now he's again pulling money from different media markets, and they both agree that his campaign has a smell of death about it.
Oh yeah,
just one of those you can feel it's going down, and people are already starting to look for jobs after the campaign a little bit on the down low, and there's a whole lot of accusatory infighting stuff that always happens when people are losing. You never see infighting in a campaign when people are winning.
Yeah.
Well,
he can deny all this bullshit because he's got he's got 50 layers of obfuscation between the ground and him. Mm-hmm. Whereas the people on the ground, people in congressional races, people in senatorial races, governor races, and all the rest of it, they've got reality staring them right in the face. And they know the cancerous effect this motherfucker is having on them.
Yeah. David Plouffe. That's who it was.
David. It's Plough, please.
No, it's got two F's and an E at the end.
Yeah.
It's Plouffe.
Plough. It's Old French.
It's two F's that do not make an ow in French.
In Old French, they do. So I said it's Old French.
Dispute that.
Anyway, so yeah, but on the point of him not having any money, he makes A, a very illegal claim, and B, an obviously mental claim as well.
He's lost it.
Yeah. But that's later on in the bookmarks. There's loads. Anyway, did we see that Carl's best friend, Amos Yee, got charged for having child pornography on his computer?
No, I did not. And holy fuck, did we tell you so? I mean,
this is, I think, arguably the least surprising story of 2020.
Is this why Sargon is trying to distract with all this shoe stuff?
Partly, yeah. He also desperately doesn't want you playing the clips that I played on yesterday's show of him trying to coach the pedophile in how to sell pedophilia better.
Yeah. Wow.
Or it depends on the child bit, all of that. He doesn't like that.
Yeah, I did not see that, and I mean, I'm shocked but not surprised, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Disgusted but not remotely, taken aback by the news.
Totally in character. And, if he's guilty, and obviously, when you get charged with that on your computer, they have the physical evidence, you go to jail.
Yeah,
go to jail.
It's sort of difficult to imagine a situation where one would have that image on their computer, be charged with it, and not be guilty.
Right.
Look, it's difficult unless there's some weird case of someone sabotaging you by putting it on your computer, which might be the case, I suppose, but considering this is one of the most on-brand Amos Yee things I can imagine.
It's the only thing I associate with him.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Anyway, so that happened, and obviously people were putting out this stuff. Andy No there, brilliant journalist Andy No with pedophile. Methods of Milwaukee with their weird pedophilia shit. And then them having to go, oh shit, no, we don't like that. And Melissa Chen supporting all these fucking.
Where is QAnon when you need him, guys? Why aren't you going after Andy No? Why aren't you going after MythCon? And their coddling of
because they're not actually against pedophilia in the slightest.
Oh right, they just like making accusations to attack.
Well, they
people.
were. I mean, it's impossible to completely prove, but it seems that QAnon may well have been started by the founder of was it 8chan, who is a convicted
I saw that. Yeah,
pederast.
Yeah, and then of course it was just flooded by Russians who like to use child pornography stuff, accusations in order to discredit their political opponents.
Yeah.
Which is what Trump is. Did you see fucking Ron Johnson tried to claim that I think it was Ron Johnson was trying to claim that that stuff was on Hunter Biden's computer as well. It's
that's amazing. You can tell, like you said, the stink of death. When they're so desperate, they put those emails or the text messages between them, and it was just like it made him look. Look, I can't imagine better PR for Joe Biden. It was literally like, no, you don't need to worry about my career, son. We care about you. We love you. We want you to get better. And it was just beautiful. Yeah. I thought, he's actually just a really good dad. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I mean, whether or not you agree with his politics, you have to, I mean, after experiencing and interacting with him, he's a genuinely nice guy.
Well, look, like I say, it was almost like a sarcastically good piece of PR, which was released by their opponents.
Yes.
What the Giuliani must be the dumbest cunt ever. I don't know what's happened to the man's brain.
I mean,
but he used to be like a political operator of note. He was mayor of New York. That's not, you don't accidentally stumble into that position. And now he's just exactly. And now he's just a fucking moron bumbling around.
Yep.
Releasing
100%.
positive PR for their opponents. What the fuck? It's like he wants to go to jail. Anyway.
Well, he might get his wish.
Well, very possibly. Let us hope so. Fat cat gets stuck under gate.
Aww.
And I think he just accepts its fate. It's like, yeah, I'm here now. I'm under the gate.
I'm here till you get me out.
Exactly.
Get me out.
Anyway. And then just a cute cat with cute little legs.
Oh, very sweet. Yeah. Just the dangle. Yeah. The dangle over the front paws.
Oh. So you go have some palate cleansers, like this one.
Yes.
What the fuck is this fruit? Look at his big eyes.
Yes, he's just completely like, what, is that for eating?
What is
this? Strawberries can smell a bit tart. They're a bit citrusy.
Yeah. He's just patting it. Like, is he gonna fight back? Look at that. Adorable.
Oh, I remember when I had my Westie Bella, and I would say to her, like, Bella, do you want to go outside? You want to go outside? And she would turn her head, like, as almost like she was trying to be an owl and not do it 360, like front to back, but like a clock. Like she would just go. It was just, it would melt my heart. And then I have to take her for a walk because it was too cute, and I couldn't wind her up and then let her down.
See, this is why you need the palate cleansers. Bethany Mendel, you are a hero we needed. You are the comfort I needed. And that's the woman who wrote the "We need to start befriending neo-Nazis."
Oh, yeah, great.
So
yeah, well, I mean, she's staying on brand.
The turf to Nazi pipeline confirmed.
Yes.
This is quite something. His new attack line is, Joe Biden's going to listen to scientists.
Yeah, to my scientist in my government.
Yeah.
Guy who works for me.
Scientists. If I listened totally to the scientists, we would right now have a country that would be in a massive depression. Instead of, we're like a rocket ship. Take a look at the numbers.
What?
Yeah, again, completely separate reality he occupies.
Yeah.
Entirely separate.
Yeah. Oh,
what is this?
The socialist one in Bolivia? I covered that. I bookmarked this so I could cover it on my show, but it's there. That happened. So
I just like the guy who had the hat on the end.
Yeah.
What is that going on with that?
Well, I don't know, but that also says Bolivia on his hat, which I think would be obvious. You're running for the president of Bolivia. Yeah.
The thing is that normally they don't, when they get a candidate pick, they get a stock pick, behind some sort of neutral background, not like you wearing a hard hat and a button down like construction shirt. But you know what? You do, dude.
Yeah, and it worked out well for him.
All 4%.
0.4.
Yes.
Yeah.
0.4, my mistake.
Which is, good. I mean, I don't quite know why he's on the screen.
Yeah.
To be honest.
He doesn't even make the rounding.
No.
In this case, he gets
exactly,
rounded down to 0.
Exactly, yeah. He doesn't make a whole percentage.
No.
Okay. This was
kind of like Carl in his district.
Right, indeed. This is just quite weird. There's the thing about politicians flip-flopping and stuff, and the Sean Bailey's the guy running for the Tories for the mayoral candidacy in London, and that's Sadiq Khan, and they're producing Sadiq Khan flip-flops, but everyone's just like, that's just quite cool. Like,
yeah,
he's got
now
flip-flops
got
with his
shoes.
face on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and what a waste of campaign dollars.
Yeah.
Or pounds in this case.
Oh, indeed.
What the fuck? Honestly,
Yeah.
you want to wear things that people will see, like a t-shirt or a cap or a cape or a backpack or I don't know, moo-moo. Any of those would have been better choice.
A moo-moo. That'd be amazing. I want a Sadiq Khan moo-moo. That'd be amazing.
Make it happen, people.
Yeah.
Make it happen for Ken.
Nearly Christmas. This is just quite cute.
That is adorable.
A small friend is still a friend. Capybara, not capybara.
That just warms my heart.
Yeah,
I needed that.
That is beautiful. And
That
someone did a
is really
cartoon of it
sweet.
as well.
That is, yes.
Oh.
That's super cute.
Elon Musk was the one going out, we can do a coup against whoever we like. Going back to the Bolivia story.
Yeah.
And then when the socialist won, his stock price crashed.
Ha.
So, yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you.
I hope you don't get a single gram of Bolivian lithium, which was the whole thing,
Point.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because look, you said Bolivia, so you could obtain the lithium there, and that's literally what he responded with. So, Charlie Kirk was on Fox complaining about being shut down. I covered that the other day. Did you see that?
No.
Okay.
No, I worked on Thursday and Friday to finish up my deadline for my manuscript. Then I worked Saturday and Sunday when I wasn't gaming. And then worked 10 hours on Monday to finish my 3 videos in time. So I've seen
All right, we don't want your fucking live story.
Well,
Jesus.
you got it anyway, because I'm here and it's important to me.
If it's important to you, it's important to us, Krista.
Yeah, humor me, thank you.
Anyway, we don't need to watch the whole thing here. Just there's one particular phrase which shows the snowflakery of these twats.
I currently do that. I'm kind of in a hostage situation right now with Twitter.
What?
I have 1.8.
No, dude, you're being held accountable to your crappy terms of service violating emails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're a white guy, but you have to still follow the rules sometimes. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Just sometimes.
He's in a hostage situation, Kristi.
Hostage.
Hostage.
Fucking hostage.
Oh, yeah.
Get off Twitter. Free yourself.
Yeah. They were shouting, lock him up about Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah, and the governor of Michigan.
Yeah, even though that's, again, furthering stochastic terrorism to which he's already been victim. So, yeah, he's garbage.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to escalate.
Yeah.
He's escalating. You can see he's getting more desperate. It looks like there's a very good chance that Pennsylvania is going to go for Biden. And if that's the case, between Michigan and Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, he wouldn't really need Florida at that point if he could, pick up Nevada and Arizona. I mean, Biden has so many paths to 270, and Trump's path is getting narrower and narrower. He's got must-win states, not would be great if I could win as well states.
Yeah, well, he's got several absolutely have to wins, which is
absolutely
unlikely. But
yes, he has to definitely win Florida and Pennsylvania and keep Texas, and then pick up a Midwestern state. And he's behind in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota at the moment, which he could need those. But I was going to say, I saw before we went on air, something like 35 million people have voted already.
Wow, fucking hell. That is a massive number.
That is the only thing that is keeping me sane right now. Like, my stress levels are so much lower because I'm just seeing the vote pour in, and I'm seeing all of these dedicated patriotic Americans standing in line for hours, which is just, it's immoral that they need to do that in a democracy, but they are committed, and they're doing it, and because they are committed, and they give me strength. Those people give me strength. I donated $100 to Jamie Harrison today too to defeat Lindsey Graham. So fingers crossed.
Cool. But of those 35 million, about 10 million are from me. Does that count? Put that out on your fucking Fox News, you dopey bastards. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, fucking Fox Con is a complete con.
Yeah, exactly. I put that in there just because it's from Wisconsin. I just thought Kristi might be quite interested in that.
Yeah, they Scott Walker and the Republicans handed the sweetheart deal over to a company at taxpayer expense, and it's completely not come through at all. Like they just exchanged billions in tax subsidies for like 200 and some jobs, which is not what they promised. Yeah, Republicans just shovel money into other people's pockets.
Yeah, what it says here, hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars for a fake factory motivated by political gain.
Yep, that's it. It was totally a total stunt in the end.
Indeed. Do you remember us talking about this awful distasteful t-shirt?
Yes. Appropriation.
Yeah.
Because Republicans aren't creative.
But when Ruth Bader Ginsburg's body was barely cold, do you know who got this t-shirt and thinks it's super awesome in every way?
I saw the account, but I didn't recognize it.
Carolyn Borosenko.
For fuck's sake. Jesus. You got another situation here of like, it's the white man stealing other people's stuff. Whether it's music or people's lands or their labor, lives of children, or, in this case, notorious RBG. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course you would buy into like discount secondhand Shopco version of a meme.
Yeah. And disrespectful to the recently dead, which they were surprised though, because they were outraged when people were taking the piss out of Trump. But whatever. This was just quite funny. Dan Crenshaw here. Do masks help protect you against the coronavirus? And I quite like this. The person that tweeted out just said, "Not wearing them like that, no."
I see what they did there.
That's a pretty solid joke. Anyway, so that's fuck Dan Crenshaw. This was funny. So go on.
Yeah, totally.
Oh right.
Yes, fuck him.
Yeah. So this fucking lunatic is a radio host. I don't know how. And this guy here is Chris Bryant, a member of the Parliament for Rhondda, which is in Wales, and a noted homosexualist of some regard. Not that it's relevant, but just saying, putting it out there.
All right.
I think he was the first man to get gay marriage in Parliament.
Oh right,
like,
as you propose it as a bill.
No.
Oh,
to
the
actually
ceremony.
have the ceremony, because you can. It's a palace of Westminster, so you can have religious ceremonies there and stuff. And loads of straight people have been married there. I think did Winston Churchill get married there, or his son or something? Anyway, and he was the first of the gays to get married in Parliament.
Ceremony, nice.
Anyway, so but not that that's relevant. Just putting it out there. Just it's a notable thing. Anyway,
Right.
this is about the science around COVID, and the guy on the left is a nutcase. And yeah, Chris Bryant's not playing this shit.
Cool. Let's see it.
Science has forever used herd immunity in order to deal with these coronaviruses. I really believe you need to read
herd immunity.
Yeah, and protecting the vulnerable, and I really think you should read
And how
the
do you
Great
protect the
Barrington.
vulnerable? Just take me through how you protect the vulnerable.
There's a whole load of ways to do it, Chris. There's a whole load of ways to do it, and the Great Barrington Declaration spells it all out. But look,
you're a nutcase. You're a complete and utter nutcase, and you're dangerous as well.
Chris, do you know what? You can go off now. Get rid of this man, because actually we will not have
he just leaves.
people
He pulls his own plug.
Yeah, fuck it, yeah. You don't like the truth, mate. Yeah, that's tough shit.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, we don't know what the long-term effects of COVID are, and we know that there are people who are young and supposedly healthy or are supposed to be able to shake it off who are still struggling months later. And we have people who are pregnant people. We don't know the full effects on. So yeah, this whole thing, like this just mindless, ridiculous arrogance of let everybody else die. Or get sick and risk their lives, and I'll be fine. Like, screw you.
Yeah, it's mad. I mean, it's not even as if they're basing this around some good reason to do it.
No,
they want
just
businesses.
Lazy.
They want businesses to be open and shit, rather than protecting people.
Yeah, they want herd immunity, but then they also want legal immunity for any businesses where you might get COVID.
Yeah.
Well, so people have just so valuing of life, basically.
But talking of news stories, we all knew this was going to happen. It's so on brand for 2020. The orangutans are going to lead the otter uprising.
A lot of uprisings.
A lot of uprisings.
Oh, did you see? There's like was an earthquake and a tsunami warning in Alaska.
Wait, Alaska? Who cares?
Pretty much that's what everybody said, because they were like, there's about for 20 minutes it was trending and then it was gone.
You can fucking take out Alaska with salt. Like, who cares?
With salt? What?
You know when you salt your path to get rid of ice? I was suggesting it's just ice.
Oh, right. I thought you were like thinking it was like slugs.
Well, I mean, Sarah Palin and her family. But other than that, I believe there are humans there as well. Yeah, no, that's not cool. I hope everyone in Alaska is safe.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen any news coverage about devastation or a massive tsunami, so I'm assuming it's fine.
Well, how would you tell? Hey. That's a joke to the beautiful people of Alaska. But anyway, Keith Olbermann. I mean, it's interesting, but I don't know if I can be bothered, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, is it 2008 again?
Oh, sick burn. But he's actually he's still doing the same shtick, but just about Trump.
Yeah, he's channeling Edward R. Murrow. That's basically who he wanted to be when he grew up his whole life, and that's who he's become. I'm not saying his points aren't valid. I'm just like, wow, this is so retro.
Yeah, it is.
Keith Olbermann.
It is a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, but and then cute cats.
Oh, did you be? Oh, they're
Look
so
at the
adorable.
little hands. It's amazing.
Yes. Oh, that is so sweet. Oh.
Indeed. And then you might be able to notice there's a cat in this picture.
Barely. I can barely see the cat. Oh, look at what they have on their pillow. They have a little sleep. What do you call that mask?
Yeah, cat sleep mask.
Eye mask. Did the cat take off the eye mask of its cat?
Presumably, yeah. Yeah. Or maybe that's just a mask for over its face because of the corona.
I just want to get my apartment's too small, but I'd love to have a pet just to take lots of cute pictures on it to get positive things on Twitter for it.
Oh, you should move into a place where you can get stuff. You can get a goldfish.
They're not cute. I mean, they're might be pretty.
Oh, Kristi's ragging on the goldfish now.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I don't have anything against goldfish. Don't have anything for them. I mean, come on. How many goldfish pics have we looked at? Let's be honest.
That's true. We
only have one expression.
The goldfish demographic.
Yeah. Well, they've got two expressions: mouth open, mouth closed. That's it.
Well, that is incredibly racist. That is phenomenally anti-goldist. Fishist. You are a fishist. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this. I mean, just look at the thing. 28 senators from these 14 states combined represent fewer people than the 2 senators from California. That's not acceptable.
Yeah, did you see that? There was a Ted Cruz or John Cornyn. One of them was saying, "Oh, if the Dems get in, they're gonna have 2 more Senate seats, one in D.C. and one in Puerto Rico." I'm like, "What? You mean like no taxation without representation? Where have I heard that before?"
Yeah. Not just that. No, it was Cornyn. Yeah, because someone pointed out when you were born there were only 96 senators.
Mm-hmm.
So tough shit.
Yeah, and Ted Cruz also said when Obama was president and there was an opening of the court, maybe you should just be down to 8 Supreme Court justices. Just amazing how flexible they are in whatever view gets them their white supremacy.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Like I say, get rid of the college and pack the court, because if you want to go down the line, Republicans of we do it because we can, that can work both ways.
Yeah, also, the Republicans have packed the court. They denied Obama his nominee, and then they broke their own rule to put on one for Trump that he shouldn't get.
Yeah.
So they're the ones who are court packing. We're rebalancing it.
Yeah.
And add 4 fucking seats and put all liberals, left-wingers on there as far as I'm concerned, because fuck those guys.
Yeah.
I'm tired of them breaking the rules and then expecting us to just deal with it and not try to fix it anyway, the way that they break it.
Indeed. So look, it's okay thinking when they go low, we go high, but sometimes you need to get in the trenches and fight.
Yes.
This is Tiffany Trump at the Pride Parade, but I've got the longer clip of it later. And are any of the Trump family sober? Or are they all just, like, congenitally stupid?
Did you see Donald Trump Jr. was tweeting from his bed complaining about his Instagram algorithms? Do you have that clip?
I don't have the clip, but I did see it, and I just thought to myself, you have never looked more divorced than you do right now.
Is this the one where Trump talks about that his son Barron had COVID and he's very tall?
Yeah, but again, who talks about their own child like this?
Yeah.
This is really strange.
Yeah.
And you already have them opening up in Arizona. No, but they got to open up the states. They got to let the kids go back to school. Barron Trump had it, all these young guys. Barron Trump had it. He's very, he's 14 and he's very tall. He is very tall. But
what does that have to do with anything?
And the doctor said...
But who wouldn't say my son Barron or just Barron? Like they're not gonna think you're talking about like a knight of the realm. Like they know your son's called Barron. It's quite well known.
Yeah. But he's got to say it 3 times.
Barron Trump, Barron Trump, Barron Trump. If you say it 3 times into a mirror, a very tall child appears behind you. It's very strange.
Did you see the coverage of what's going to happen at the debates on Thursday in terms of...
yeah, apparently they're going to take the mics off. But Trump's already laying down the excuses. I don't think he's going to turn up.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
But I think even if he does turn up and they turn off the mics, you're just going to hear Joe Biden giving some sort of like coherent answer that details a policy. And in the background, it's just going to be Trump yapping.
Yeah, exactly. You'll hear the microphone, but just off in the distance, a tiny voice will be going, wrong.
Yeah.
Like just...
You're corrupt. You're the criminal. You're the criminal. You're going to go to jail. Yeah.
Yeah. Certainly. And then he'll spend the first 30 seconds of his 2 minutes bitching about how, why did you turn my microphone off? This is outrageous. Freedom of the speeches, bro.
Well, he won't say that, but he will.
Well, no, he won't literally say those words because, he's boomer as fuck. But that's the basic gist of what he will be saying.
Yeah. Help, I'm being repressed.
This was quite funny. Degenerate. This is Elijah Schaffer, who's like a fucking piece of shit. Works for Blaze.
Blaze TV is all I need to know.
Degenerate feminists have destroyed America. Firstly, good, and secondly,
can I hear the music? What's she dancing to? Yeah.
Anyway, but
go, girl.
But the point being, if your country can be destroyed by someone twerking, I don't think it deserves to survive. Really, like that's built on some That's built on some fucking shit foundations.
It's just you know what she's doing it, and she's doing a counter protest, I think, to an anti-abortion group.
Yeah, exactly,
which is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. These are anti-abortion nutcases, and she's just like, yeah, fuck this noise. I'm going to shake my ass and tits in front of you, dickheads.
Go and do that move.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look how flexible she is. She's seriously like in good shape to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that right now.
She's got some thighs that could rock a nation. Anyway.
Thick.
Yeah, so good for her. The right wing are snowflake twats.
Yep.
This was quite something. I think I've seen this before somewhere, but it just it's very cute.
Oh, is this the guy who something in the road, right?
Yeah.
Ouais. Non. Viens ici, toi. Viens.
Oh.
Petit loulou, qu'est-ce que tu fais
But
ici?
can't I sit here?
Yeah.
Can I not be here? Is that not good?
Oh.
Look at his little
Je sais pas.
face. Oh.
Moi, je le prends ici, mais malheureusement, je suis allergique. Mais bon, je peux pas le laisser là.
We don't need to hear your French.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Jesus.
He's a French. Hey, Rory's French.
Yeah, exactly.
Aw.
Degenerate filth.
Oh. Oh.
Anyway, so that was cute.
Just, yeah.
So this is Tiffany. Either this is Tiffany Trump, or this is possibly Miley Cyrus doing a Halloween bit. I don't know.
Okay.
But they're at
Let's
the
see.
Trump Pride event, which is for the queer community who support
all
Trump.
47 of them. All 47 of them.
I think there are. Yeah, I think there are about as many as that. Yeah. Anyway, this is. We just need to listen to it, I think.
Okay.
By the way, can I just say?
What is she doing a Marilyn Monroe there?
Well, like I say, I think it's Miley Cyrus doing a bit. I think, is she auditioning for the Tiffany Trump role on SNL? Maybe, I don't know. But this is amazing, and you know that Donald Trump doesn't give two fucks about your community if he's sending along Tiffany.
Also,
if you're not even getting B Squad Donald Jr. or C Squad Eric.
Yeah, I mean, just look at what he's done with service members who are there. Like, I'm not gonna go to the military and get shipped off somewhere to do shit, job and get a government, like a paycheck to do that. But there are people who are willing to serve their country because they love it and they're dedicated to it. And Trump's like, you're transgender, get out.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Well, she literally, I don't know if it's because she's drunk or whether it's a deliberate intent, but she drops the T from the LGBTQ thing during the speech. But again, that could just be slurring because she's drunk. It's impossible to tell. I've watched this several times and I don't know.
Okay.
So let me just say how excited I am to be
White. I told you like 47 people in the room.
It's such an honor. I love you. It's such an honor to be able to be here and speak truthfully, honestly, and from my heart. I know what my father believes in. Prior to politics, he supported gays, lesbians, the LGBTQIA plus community. Okay? And
before he got into politics, he supported them.
Yeah, before. Yeah. But now he's got to pander to his Christian conservative base.
Yeah.
And people, unfortunately, you see social media, you see these fabricated lies. It saddens me.
What?
I have friends of mine who reach out and they say, they make up stories. How would you support your father? We know you. We know your best friends are gay. We know your best friends are this. I say, it's because my father has always supported all of you.
What? This is such a load of shit. Yeah. What a load of shit.
Yeah.
Just stand up there and lie to these people. How dare you? Yeah. I can't wait to the end of the election results. Oh, we should talk about our election night. It's 2 weeks away now. So we should talk about how we're going to cover that.
We should. But to be honest with you, I've been mostly thinking about the celebration video I'm going to do afterward.
Okay. Yeah. Is it going to be a clips video? Is it going to be you twerking?
It's not.
Please.
No.
Please.
No,
please twerk for us, Kev.
Kristi,
just once.
The world is not ready for my bootyliciousness. You know.
But we are.
No.
But we are.
But I've got something even better lined up. All I'll say is,
I don't think it's going to be better than you twerking.
It's probably going to be funnier.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it involves.
Well, what is it?
I know how I'm going to do it as well. But basically, it's going to be like a clip of. It's going to open up with a clip of me masturbating. naturally.
Are you gonna do like a little homage to the Zoom guy and get out your hand cream? And
I'm going to make it pretty obvious what it is, but obviously it's going to be like the filming above the waist, so you won't see anything, and I won't actually be masturbating.
He says that.
I say exactly. Well, two birds, one stone. Have a wank, make a video. You know. Anyway, and the point is, it's going to be like pictures of, or interspersed with like overlays of Trump saying dumb shit about how he's going to win and all the rest of it, and then when the moment of like the graph pops up saying, "Oh, he lost," I'm going to have a tiny syringe of milk, which I'm going to have just below and then squirt it up as if I'm ejaculating all over myself. So.
Do you have a syringe?
Yeah, well, I've got the cat's antibiotic syringe thing, but it's not like a proper needle. It comes out as a kind of a spunk width spray.
But Kevin, no, it has to be soy milk.
Well, naturally, that's all I produce. What can I say?
That's not going up on YouTube. Maybe on Twitter.
Well, no, it's going up on YouTube. Yeah.
It's okay. You say that.
I don't fucking care. That's fine.
I'll watch it before it gets flagged down. That's.
Well, no, because it's obviously not real. It's a joke, isn't it? Fucking hell. Anyway. But I mean, YouTube are shit. But to be fair, I don't know that YouTube are doing a great deal because I reapplied for monetization a month and a half ago and they still haven't gotten back to me.
Fuck.
So
I don't know that ejaculation is something that you could actually get on screen, even.
But it's milk. It's not really. I'm not actually going to come on my own face. It's in milk. And then I've got another one for when my sort of reprise of that is if Trump either dies or goes to jail, is I'm going to have a jug of milk and do the same thing. But then when I come, it's going to be like showers of, yeah.
It's just going to be you like shaking it off, like just pouring it, like Carl had to when he got milkshaked and he had to like pour that water all over.
Yeah, but the joke is I'm going to sort of shake it from the bottom so it looks like I'm having like the cum shower of a lifetime. Like it's just going to be everywhere. Yeah, and that's
Oh, please do behind the scenes on that.
Yeah, but exactly. But the problem is that's a one taker. You can't, because you're gonna have to shower and come back and wait for your hair to dry and then like do it again. So
your shirt and get it all back for continuity.
You've got one shot to get that right.
I feel like that's how a lot of I feel like it's a lot how International Gorillas was filmed. It's a one shot.
Yeah,
like we had to do this explosion in this take because we can't do it again.
Oh, my parents would be so proud. Anyway, let's listen to the rest of this idiot talk shit, shall we?
Do we have to?
Okay. He's not doing it. He's never done it for politics, and he's not doing it for politics. And unfortunately,
oh God, shut the fuck up.
Who do? Okay.
Sit down, bitch.
Since being a businessman, he speaks from the heart. He says what he says.
What?
He means it. Perhaps it's a little too, just hardcore or just honest. But don't we want someone who's going to get up there, speak, make it happen? I think so.
Yeah, we really need people to make it happen by putting homophobic judges on the court and such. Anyway, so that's
marriage equality.
Yeah,
that's what your dad wants to do.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus has really knocked that one out of the park. She's a good actress, man. Anyway, so here we are, the titular nonsense.
All right, yeah, this is the
we only really need to watch
showed up for
the first couple of minutes of it because this is Ben Shapiro. This is a point I've explained. All of the quote-unquote never-Trumpers, or most anyway, certainly of like the popular internet people who are never-Trumpers, Glenn Beck, this twat, and the others, have all realised that, certainly over the course of the last 4 years, there is no conservative grift that isn't up Trump's arse anymore. There's nothing. You have to bow down to the orange Baphomet or whatever. Baal?
I'm sorry, was he either one? Was he never Trumper?
Yeah, yeah. He literally said, hang on, I'll get the tweet up 1 second.
I mean, what, Trump hadn't come out enough for a white supremacist before he got elected? Is that what the problem was with Ben?
I don't really know. Ben Shapiro, never vote for Trump.
That kind of surprises me. Yeah, not that I don't believe you.
Well, he literally, during the last election, he was working for Breitbart, wasn't he, before? And then because Breitbart was so massively in favour of Trump, he resigned.
Oh, yeah. If you scroll down, I saw the I will never vote for Trump. So much for never, huh?
Where's this?
I will never vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And here's why. Until he actually decides, oh, actually, that's where my grift is. Yep.
Yeah. There you go. I will never vote
All right,
for Donald
let's see.
Trump.
Please, I stand with certain principles: small government, free markets, religious freedom, personal responsibility. He stands against all those things. He stands for Planned Parenthood, trade restrictions, targeting political enemies with anti-morality foreign policy. He's done actually all. Oh, that's it. All right, so he's given taxpayer money to corporations, and he's anti. Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
He's enough of a white supremacist patriarch now to be approved. Ben Shapiro approved.
No, remember the small government bit especially, because that's quite fun. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll have to turn this down to 0.5 speed so you can actually understand what he's saying. But I'm joking. He speaks fast.
I did not vote for Donald Trump in 2016. I am voting for Donald Trump in 2020. There are 3 reasons I'm going to vote for Donald Trump in 2020 when I didn't 4 years ago. First, I was simply wrong about Donald Trump on policy. Second, I wasn't really wrong about Donald Trump on character. But whatever damage he was going to do has already been done, and it's not going to help if I don't vote for him this time. And third, most importantly, the Democrats have lost their minds. So, first of all, Donald Trump has governed pretty conservatively. I thought he would not be conservative in his governance.
Small government. The deficit has ballooned to historic highs. The national debt has ballooned to extraordinary national highs.
Yep.
I don't know what you mean by he's governed conservatively.
No, he's governed disastrously. I think that's the word you're looking for, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And in terms of free markets, he's started trade wars with everyone, including the European Union and China.
All over the place. Yeah, farmers have been driven out of business because of Trump's tariffs.
Yeah. And of course, those that haven't been driven out of business are partly because of increased subsidies, which is socialisms. So...
I was just wrong on that. Donald Trump radically cut regulation. You actually saw reductions in the number of man-hours dedicated to dealing with regulation for the first time in a long time under Donald Trump.
Yeah,
he appointed originalist judges to the best of his ability. We're talking dozens of them, textualist, originalist judges who actually care about the role of the judiciary.
I love the textualist, originalists. So
we
what
can't
they
move on from slave-owning, propertied white men who denied everyone a vote except them. We can't move on from that mentality.
Well, yeah, the Amy Coney Barrett saying that she's an originalist. Bitch,
why are you gonna?
You're not allowed to vote then. What?
Yep. You wouldn't be allowed to have an education or a degree in the originalist perspective.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's full of shit.
He cut taxes, jogging the economy, raising it to heights not seen in half a century.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about? The people who got rich from that tax cut were rich people.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, but to be fair, that's all he's serving is the interest of rich people, because those are the people who astroturf his nonsense.
Yeah. Look at 50 Cent and Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Once you get money, it's amazing how you'll vote Republican just to keep your taxes low and fuck everybody else.
Lost unemployment rate in half a century, people having their wages rise at the bottom of the spectrum.
What?
He appointed pro-life people.
That isn't true at all.
No. You know what raises people's wages at the bottom is increasing their federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. That'll do it.
Or
that would do it.
Getting out Mr. Guillotine Chop Chop in
What?
Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's a joke. I'm just doing a joke.
Okay.
It's a meme. That is a meme. Yeah.
To the executive branch and pursued pro-life policy via executive order. He dumped out of the idiotic Paris Accords.
Hang on. Whoa. Governed conservatively by doing things you like via presidential diktat.
Yes. Yeah. He likes dictators. He likes authoritarians as long as they're the kind of white supremacist, patriarchal white guys, rich white guys that he likes.
Yeah.
Which were useless and counterproductive. He dumped the even more idiotic and evil Iran deal, which gave money to the Iranian mullahs to use for terrorism.
Which actually stopped, which incentivized Iran to not produce nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Hey, how's North Korea working out? Did you see those ICBMs that they pulled out the other day?
Yeah, they're still doing that, yeah. But he's friends with Kim Jong-un, so that's fine. Also, he didn't give money to him. That was Iranian money.
Yeah, that was seized and frozen and then released. So no, didn't give him money. So you're stupid you're ignorant and you're a liar.
And in terms of spending money on terrorism, Ben, you know who the biggest buyer of Western arms is? It's Saudi Arabia. And you know where ISIS gets its money and guns from? It's Saudi Arabia.
Don't put 2 and 2 together to get 4 for him, Kevin. You'll make him think.
Crazy talk, I know.
John Kerry freely admitted, Donald Trump crushed ISIS. He killed al-Baghdadi.
Whoa.
I thought Osama bin Laden was still alive, according to Trump.
Yeah, well, clearly. That's why but Joe Biden personally went around and strangled every member of SEAL Team 6. That definitely happened. ISIS haven't been crushed. They're actually making a comeback, Ben. Yeah. There's still a thing. Like, thankfully, they don't control it anywhere near as much land as they used to, but there's still a thing.
You know who he did fuck over? Our allies, the Kurds.
Yeah, the Kurds got
totally fucked them. Basically, for in order to give Putin more influence in Syria and the Middle East, Trump fucked over the Kurds.
And you claim not to be in favour of Islamists, Ben, but they were secular forces who were fucked over so that Trump could curry favour with an Islamist Turkish president. Yep. Crazy days.
He killed Qasem Soleimani. Donald Trump is the first...
Illegally. He illegally drone-striked a allied nation to kill a foreign diplomat who was an evil prick, no doubt about it, but was a foreign diplomat in an allied nation. Allowed to be there by said allied nation, killing innocent Iraqis as well.
So he just acts however the fuck he wants and not respecting international norms or laws in that way.
First president of my lifetime not to start any new wars, which is a kind of big thing.
That's not actually true. He tried to invade Venezuela at least twice.
With speedboats.
With speedboats and people with passports, because they were clearly going to take the fucking red eye back to Miami afterwards or something. I don't know. He has threatened North Korea with fire and fury. He has so actively tried to start a war with Iran. The fact that Iran didn't react to the assassination of Soleimani is to their eternal credit, because they would have been well within their rights to have done so. So no, Ben, he has not been the first president to not start a new war. That's just not true.
Right, we keep going here, or?
Sorry, no, I was waiting for you to.
Oh yeah, no, you said it all.
Oh, okay.
He moved the American embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. He brokered the...
Yay! Eternally making peace impossible in the Middle East. Yippee!
Yes. Hey, remember when Jared Kushner was going to get peace in the Middle East?
Oh, no. He's going to mention now the Middle East peace deals, which aren't peace deals. They're just formalizations of pre-existing conditions, ironically, I suppose.
Yeah, again, ignorant and a liar.
Yeah.
The first meaningful peace deals there in 3 decades.
No.
What?
Those things were already in place. They were just formalized. Literally nothing, not a thing has changed in the Middle East because of those deals. Nothing.
In the Middle East. He cracked down on China in unprecedented ways. He's resisted using the federal government to control everybody's life during COVID. That's a big thing. This is the biggest government power grab.
And as a consequence, we have more cases than any other country and more deaths than most countries.
But he can afford the top healthcare, so who cares?
Yeah, he doesn't.
My lifetime, and Trump refused to do it. Donald Trump restored due process on college campuses because he actually cares about due process.
Oh, right. This is letting rapists get away with rape on campus.
Yeah. And of course, Donald Trump doesn't give 2 fucks about due process. Otherwise, he wouldn't have pardoned all of his friends who were clearly guilty of shit. Exactly.
His Justice Department is interfering with cases.
Yeah.
And running sham cases for against his political opponents. Ben doesn't mention that, does he?
No.
Process, or at least his Secretary of Education does. Contrary to popular opinion, Donald Trump has not actually threatened the institutions. The fact is that Donald Trump may have been hemmed in by his own people. Whatever the rationale.
No.
Right, he's a shitbag. I mean...
Yeah. You're just lying, Ben. You're just lying. Trump has consistently attacked all of the institutions, including the press, which I would have thought you as a journalist would care about.
Quote unquote.
Anyway, let's move on. There's a cute cat and a dog.
Oh, it is a cute cat. Look at his... It's so sweet. That doggy's sleeping. Oh, love it. That's really nice.
Yeah, so we need palate cleansers. This is just a slightly mental cat.
See that tail going?
Yeah.
I see that tail going.
Look at the eyes. Piercing. And a kiss. Happy dog?
All cats are in it. Aw,
Jared Hull has the happiest dog.
He does.
Oh, look at the dog. Oh. Anyway. This is quite something.
Oh, God, another Trump.
And you know, Biden wants to lock it down. He wants to listen to Dr. Fauci. He wants to listen to Dr. Fauci.
Wow, he wants to listen to a doctor. Mad.
Yeah. An expert in contagious diseases. And he wants to listen to his advice.
Indeed.
And follow the advice that has worked well in other countries.
Yeah, indeed. This is Trump blatantly admitting that he's solicited illegal campaign contributions for governmental help.
Did you see Exxon's reaction?
I did. We'll get to it.
Okay, we'll get there. All right.
The greatest fundraiser in history. All I have to do is call up the head of every Wall Street firm, head of every major company, head of every major energy company. Do me a favor. Send me $10 million for my campaign. Yes, sir.
What? That would be illegal.
Why didn't you ask for more, sir? I would be...
Why don't you do that, Donald? Because you're broke.
You are fucking broke. You blew $1 billion, Donald.
Yeah.
Your campaign they're still trying to figure out where the money went.
Swiss and Cayman Island bank accounts is where I'm guessing.
Well, who was the guy before Stepien? The one who got arrested and we watched him get tackled by the police? Pascal.
Pascal. Yeah.
Yeah. He basically fed it to a bunch of companies he runs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasted a bunch of money on fundraisers that didn't break even.
I would take in more money, but you know what? I don't want to do that. Because if I do that, I'm totally compromised. Because when they call me, you know, you're a loyal person, and what happens is, hey, you know...
Trump is a loyal person.
A lot more money. So when the press says, and we're raising a lot of money, we're raising a lot of small money, a lot of 61, 62, what? You know, no Republicans ever done that. But when I start...
No Republicans ever raised small amounts of money.
He's delusional.
Yeah.
Nobody in America who is dealing with unemployment or COVID or kids at home because they can't go to school because there's an increase in outbreaks gives a fuck about his fundraising.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck about his little ego trip here.
Yeah. But it gets even better.
I would be the greatest fundraiser in history. Don't forget, I'm not bad at that stuff anyway, and I'm president. So I call some guy, the head of Exxon. I call the head of Exxon. I don't know, but, you know, I'll use a couple. Hi, how you doing? How's energy coming? When are you doing the exploration? Oh, you need a couple of permits, huh? Okay. But I call the head of Exxon. I say, you know, I'd love to send me $25 million for the campaign. Absolutely, sir. Why didn't you ask? Would you like some more? And if I make the call, now people make the call, it's different, you know, but if I made the call, I will hit a home run every single call. I would raise $1 billion in one day if I wanted.
$1 billion.
He's so mad about being broke.
In one day. $1 billion in one day. Donald Trump's mental. But of course he made a rather serious accusation against ExxonMobil there.
Yes.
Which I'm sure they actually are guilty of in a number of ways. But
remember when he kept going off about Adam Schiff making up a conversation because Adam Schiff paraphrased a conversation based on one that actually happened?
Yeah.
And now he's just inventing whole cloth to show how cool he is.
Well, I don't think he is entirely. We'll get to it in a second. He says, the ExxonMobil clapped back, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
We are aware of the president's statement regarding a hypothetical call with our CEO, and just so we're all clear, it never happened. Which is something.
Got ExxonMobil disavowing you.
But do you know who was the CEO of ExxonMobil in 2016?
No idea.
Rex Tillerson.
Oh, right. Yeah, the guy he hired for his cabinet.
The guy
who called him a fucking idiot.
Became Secretary of State the first time.
Or moron, one of the two. He called him.
Yeah. So I think that conversation did take place. That money was transferred. Hypothetically, of course. And Rex Tillerson and Donald Trump both deserve to be in jail for that fraud. Just saying. Right. Anyway. Yeah, PragerU. This is, it's at first very, very depressing because there are a number of schools that have been using PragerU material in their classes, which is really, really fucked up.
I saw one of them had, and I actually contacted the school on Twitter, and I told them as an academic I was horrified because if you look at it, they don't know how to do proper referencing, sourcing, and they don't distinguish opinion and facts. And please stop it immediately.
Yes, I think that's fair. But there were a couple of the schools and the teachers that were using the materials that came out and said, we do use them in the class, but we use them to purposefully highlight logical fallacies.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a perfect use for it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what disinformation and propaganda looks like.
But I'm guessing
they make all these emotional claims and they don't back it up with any facts.
There are probably some religious schools in rural Tennessee who probably aren't using them in quite that way. Maybe.
Yeah, possibly.
Anyway,
religious schools I don't know about, but yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, they say we must be doing something right. The left is terrified that young people might actually hear a conservative point of view for once. So,
fuck off.
the left crushing you down and you can't get your voice out, or do you actually have this institutional power, Prager? You do have to pick one. I know you're doing the whole fascist thing of your enemy is simultaneously weak as fuck and the most powerful threat ever, but please do try and stay at least vaguely consistent, you pieces of shit.
They are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And anyone who does a video for him is a piece of shit.
Indeed.
You, Carly.
Carolyn
and
Borisenko.
Yes. Carolyn, sorry. Yeah.
Or
whatever her name is.
Dave Rubin.
Yeah, all of them. Shit.
Jens Stoltenberg.
Felon.
Anyway, he was another one. Anyway, just this was quite a nice thread of like conservatives always going on about the left crushing down on right-wing opinion. Actually, the right wing do that too. Any opinion, like anti-Trump opinion, Trump critic fired, a conservative site, Red State. Another one, conservative radio host was fired mid-show for criticising Trump on Denver's KNUS, which is just one letter away from being anus. Don't know if you noticed that. Red State and the dwindling space for anti-Trump conservatives. Conservative media accused of firing employees for not being for not wanting to advance Trump's cause. So again, who's the echo chamber again?
Yeah, I don't remember anyone in the mainstream media of CNN or MSNBC being fired for not being enough pro-Obama.
Yeah. Indeed. Anyway, Britain is a country that's vacillating between farce and tragedy by the minute.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I can't express enough how depressing it is. I did a little joke thing the other day on my show about hang on, I'll get the map up again. BBC coronavirus. About my locale being fucked. Where are we? Where's the map? Give me the map. There we go. This is so the purple is additional restrictions, very high or high alert. That's where I live. The orange bit there. So, not ideal. Anyway,
no.
And I did a joke about that, so I decided to get drunk. So that was yesterday. Yeah. Anyway, so the mayor of Manchester, Andy Burnham, previously a member of Parliament, was asking for £65 million. Which is part of the government's plan was to level up funding between the north and south of England in their manifesto. They have systematically not done that from the very start. Andy Burnham was asking for 65 million, and then someone produced this good graph. That's the amount Andy Burnham was asking for. That's the much the government has actually spent on a track and trace system that does not work.
You know, it's like the experts told us that there would be another spike in the autumn that follows on from the normal kind of things we've seen in the past from similar infectious diseases, viruses. And we all saw this coming for months, and they could have done something to slow or stop this, and they fucking didn't. Yeah,
and they announced, I don't know, have I got the clip of it? Yeah, there it is. Hang on. So we'll get back to that story in just a second. But the government aren't going to give them that money. But this is just funny. I saw this tweet out. Do you know we've been talking about some of the stupid, ridiculous claims they're making about Joe Biden? Like Joe Biden's going to cancel Christmas and Joe Biden's the fucking super devil. All that sort of stuff.
Yep.
They've got a new one.
He's going to hurt God, Kevin. He's going to hurt God.
He is going to hurt God, which is, sounds actually quite sexy. But this is amazing. This is a new one. For anyone out there who, like me, was wondering, where does Joe Biden stand on the matter of bovine human love?
This is about morality. This is about same-sex marriage not being approved and blessed in this country. This is not about us changing genders into 5 and 6 different meanings now. Even sexual preference has all of a sudden been changed in the dictionary to where it's offensive. How far do they want us to go? Wait until animalism becomes acceptable and somebody can marry a cow and have perverse sex with them. You think I'm laughing? That's what's going to come.
Yes. I, for one, am here for Joe Biden's cow love plan.
They're
Definitely.
so desperate. The more the screeching intensifies, the more you can tell they know they're losing.
I didn't expect, if you vote for Joe Biden, a vote for Joe Biden is a vote for cow fucking.
I didn't remember that in the platform either, to be honest.
You have to read between the lines, but it's there. It's definitely there. But anyway, yeah, so sex with cows. Awesome. Anyway, again, I've been on a little thing on my show about trying to say, look, show the ways in which media manipulate stories with their wording and stuff. 8 million Americans slipped into poverty amid coronavirus pandemic. Slipped.
No.
Into poverty.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it's a pratfall, you know?
We're forced into?
Yeah, we're forced into, whilst billionaires got even richer. Almost like it's designed for that one, you know?
Yeah, it's like we could have a furlough program or a Kurzarbeit program, like, the UK and the Germany does and other countries do, that allow companies to retain their employees as opposed to firing people to get them to qualify for unemployment, and then they've lost those jobs.
Oh, Sam, with a great point. I thought the Green New Deal was going to kill all the cows. Oh, God. Oh.
See, they want to have it both ways.
Exactly. You can't have your cow and fuck it.
It's really hard to read the chat on your screen. You need to put some sort of background to it.
No. Fuck them. I don't want them to be read. Anyway. No, I'll go onto the website and find like a more contrasting colour scheme or something. Or just
I think there's a way you can add
or
you can just add like a color board, like I can show you how to do that, or an image or something, and then just put it on top of the window.
No. Anyway,
you say that and you're going to do it in 2 months anyway.
Probably, yeah. Because why would I listen to a woman? I'll wait for a man to tell me that, and I'll be like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Anyway, so this is Andy Burnham, the mayor of Manchester, learning that not only is he not going to get the 65 million, they're going to give a paltry, pathetic 22 million. Whilst also trying to pick off local councils one by one and give them less and less deals in a race to the bottom. Having to learn that via the news on someone else's phone because the government didn't even tell him.
Oh, fucking hell.
The same thing. Yeah. Shall I? Right. It's going to come into effect on Friday. At 1 minute past midnight on Friday. This is what's been said to MPs. It's going to be £20 million only, and they are going to try and pick off individual councils. I mean, it's brutal, to be honest, isn't it? This is no way to run the country in a national crisis. It isn't. This is not right. They should not be doing this, grinding people down, trying to accept the least that they can get away with. £22 million to fight the situation that we are in is frankly disgraceful.
And not just that, but the disrespect. They couldn't even ring him up and be like, we're about to announce this thing.
Right.
Like, even if you're going to be a prick about it, just be like, look, this is an FYI, we're not negotiating, boom.
It's a courtesy call, yeah.
But they didn't even do that. You had to learn it from some people on their fucking phones. It's like, ridiculous. That's scandalous. What the fuck?
Yeah, there's a reason
doing?
They're not doing well in the polls, are they?
No, the Tories are behind at the minute, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll have to wait. Although, I'll be honest, I don't like Starmer. He's really
because he's electable.
Well, not just because he's electable, but I mean, he's basically a Tory.
Well, again, in England, that's kind of what you need to be.
Unfortunately so, yes. I despise England enormously.
If it was in Scotland, it was different. In Scotland, it would be different, but not in England. If you want to not have the Tories win, you need people who are going to, just like Republicans who are going to vote for Biden.
Or burn it all down. Literally burn the entire country down. Go Great Fire of London, but all of it. Like everyone. In Minecraft.
Kevin 2020.
Exactly, vote for me. Talking of voting for evil pricks who want to burn it down, this police officer on duty with a gun and a badge at a polling station with a Trump mask on.
That's a violation, I'm sure.
That's illegal, yeah.
Yeah, you can't be advertising for a candidate on polling station grounds in most places that I'm aware of. So fire his ass.
Yeah, he should be fired. Yeah. Daniel Ubeda, a cop from the city of Miami. So again, in a swing state as well, which is... the rise of fascism is often so mundane and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, cute cat.
Oh, that's a sweetie. Hi, sweetie.
Hello.
Yeah.
A cute
look at
cats
that
on
one.
catnip are mental. Rory's a fan of the nip. No doubt about it.
He'll do a line.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll do the bump.
This also reminded me of Rory Katz, who does not like the printer.
Okay.
But I don't know what does he think's going to happen? Because like, all I've ever done is print off bits of paper from it, and he goes mental. Beautiful. We'll watch it through again. It's only a few seconds.
Now that I know what's going to happen, just watch for it.
Well, it's a half jump and then a fall.
Reflexes.
And obviously takes down a dish or something as well. Because cats are dickheads. This is a baby that's now cancer free and a cute dog. I'm not even crying. You're crying. Shut up.
Aw. Yay. Aw. Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for the little human.
Indeed. Anyway. Cute cat.
Sleepy, dozy cat.
Yeah.
I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm still awake.
No, it's nearly Christmas. I'm not going to give anyone any ideas, but if they wanted to buy me anything.
Matching?
Matching. I think me and Rory Katz. I think Rory Katz would have a similar face to this. Like, I don't want to be here. Why is this fucking human doing to me?
Well, that cat looks pretty patient. The pic you took of Rory sleeping with his cone on his head was very sweet.
Yeah. Indeed. Talking of very sweet. Boom.
Oh, look at. Oh.
Look at the little beans as well.
Do you remember that dog when we watched the clip? It was Heinz Beans, and the guy was going, Heinz Beans, Heinz Beans, Heinz Beans.
Oh, bless.
Oh, so sweet.
Look at the little small cat.
Yeah.
And we're done.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Yeah. So now what?
Have you got bookmarks?
I got a couple. Yeah, I could do. I mean, they're not all as good as the first one I showed. They're not all a guy masturbating at work, sadly. Sorry, I got to reorganize myself here a little bit because I'd put my keyboard away and done all kinds of
I'll tell you what then, while you do that, I'll get Rory Katz up.
Oh, okay. Yep, you do that then.
Yeah, my baby kids.
Oh, you're lagged on the screen, so you're still reaching over. I can't see. Let me know when the cuteness is off the screen. I don't want to interrupt. Aw. Hey, kitty. Just have a YouTube channel that follows a cat around. It'd be so popular.
Oh, my baby kids.
All right, sounds like you're putting him down.
Anyway.
Right there. Okay, when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm done. The cat thing happened.
Okay. Well, we can go to mine if you want.
Oh, yeah. I should probably do that then. Hang on. Screen.
Yeah. I'll also slide down because I can't be bothered to figure out where to go down all the way and start up. Hey, yeah, 35. Thanks, by the Godless Iowan. Hello. Thanks for tweeting this out.
Oi, oi.
Past 35 million early vote. And some places are just coming online now with in-person early voting, like in Florida and in Wisconsin.
Hey, the story we just covered, Officer Ubeda.
Yeah.
Is trending number 2.
Yeah, and then Pat Robertson saying that if Trump's reelected, it's going to be the spark of the end times.
Which is like, it's like bad news, but then, oh yeah, cool. So,
yeah, could be a consolation.
Well, exactly. Yeah, that's a decent second prize. Like, if Trump's going to win, I do want the world to end.
Yeah.
So
just finish it off.
Yeah.
He is the Antichrist. So
basically, yes.
This is interesting. Biden is now getting more engagement per post on Twitter than Trump.
Yeah. Well, did you see Trump AOC joined Twitch?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, and she got more followers, like 50,000 more followers than Trump got, and she was only on it a day, and he'd been broadcasting on it for over a year.
It's not really demo though, is it? Twitch.
No, but I think it shows you the engagement online thing.
Yeah. This is, I know David Frum has got issues in the past. However, he's just tweeting out information that I thought was interesting. Let's talk about Yeah, basically how Americans, white Americans particularly, are really not as not racist as they tell you. Hey, are you racist? No, I'm not a racist. And then you do an experiment, you find out, yeah, actually they're racist. More than 6 in 10 Americans agree with the statement. When Americans speak up and protest unfair treatment by the government, it always makes our country better. However, when the statement specified Black Americans as the actors, support drops 9 percentage points to 52%.
Bad times.
When protesters are identified as Black Americans, support for protest drops 14 percentage points among all white Americans, 25 points among Republicans, and 37 points among Republicans who most trust Fox News,
God.
and 20 points among white evangelical Protestants.
Great.
It's only white people who can protest the government and walk around with long guns, Kevin.
Exactly.
Anyone else is anti-American.
Well, yeah, I mean, but they should just do it peacefully, unless you're Colin Kaepernick or something, and then you can't do it peacefully either.
Yes, don't do anything. Just take it. And then there won't be any problems. If you stop complaining, there won't be any problems that I have to listen to.
Exactly. Battleground
so,
states.
Yep, these are the averages, though, so obviously some polls are varying, but Biden is currently squeaking Trump in Georgia, Iowa, Florida, North Carolina, Arizona, Pennsylvania, Nevada.
Once you get to at least Nevada,
yeah,
that's not squeaking anymore.
Oh no, you're right.
Yeah,
that's
that's not margin of error
about
anymore.
Georgia.
That's
Yeah, you're going to hear 6 points, 6 points, 6 points, 11 points.
New Hampshire's a piss take. Why are you even putting that in the list? 11 points.
Trump,
that's not close.
Trump is trying.
That's
there.
not a battleground.
Yeah. Yes.
That's a battleground in the same way that fucking Alamo was a battleground.
Okay, that's an interesting reference, but okay, yeah, we'll go there. All right. I don't know if we want to watch this. This woman's got some, as someone says, piping hot tea for Ice Cube. Now, these are all things we cannot say as white people. So I don't know if you want to listen to.
Okay, there's going to be an N-word.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be an N-word. There's going to be probably Ashy will come up. Maybe an Uncle Tom or two, perhaps. Maybe.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, when I watch this, I realize
will there be a reference to the adorable woodland creature, the raccoon?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't remember all of it. However, I just want to like in terms of calling out within white YouTube, we have so much to learn. We should sit at the feet of a master, and this is one of those lessons that we can take on how to really drag someone. All right, you can tell me how the volume is.
Gag order, you niggas is still out of order this week. The gag is on Ice Cube. They say they done left your ass the ice trays out of the freezer, and they done motherfucking thawed out Sambo alert. Ooh, word on the curb. The nigga with attitude, aka Ice Cube, and the Republican $500 billion plan to help black people in the hood got the people roasting and gagging all over social media, and they feel like, Ice Cube, you ain't no motherfucking activist, been no activist, you ain't been concerned about nobody but you and yours. So now all of a sudden you want to act like you want to fight and stand up for black people, talking about a $5 billion reparation plan, and we the people want to know, do you have your plan together, or is you out of motherfucking or is they using you to be the coon? For the head coon in charge. People say, what in the fresh hell? It's this newfangled boo.
What was that?
I said I called it.
Yeah. You called it. All right, going back a little bit there. Yeah.
I mean, you can't argue the point.
Oh no, she's totally right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just standing back and watching the master at work here. So
I have to say, some of the people I've seen on Black Twitter, they drag people in a way that white people can dream of.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is, like I said, a master class. This is an expert. This is someone who's got years of experience under her belt.
Yeah.
And she just does it with the confidence of a lioness.
Look at that hair. That hair suggests she has dragged some ass in her time. She has absolutely slayed motherfuckers. And that's fine. I'm down with it. I'm good.
Yeah, here we go.
You nigga, please, do you really think after 400 years of slavery and promises unkept of 40 acres and a mule, reparations paid to everybody else except the slaves and their descendants, that they gonna give you anything, nigga? You think they really gonna be listening to that fuck shit you talking about, gang? But let's talk about the order this orange face Cheeto looking motherfucker won't even pay his taxes and been fucking whores all over the world. As a matter of fact, married a whore and bought into the White House. What make you think he even gonna pay your black ass any attention? Child, we the people say niggas is still out here waiting on the white man to do shit for them instead of building their own nations and building their own Wall Street. Y'all niggas still sleep. Dumb niggas. Stevie Wonder conceded they using your black ass to buy nigga votes with all these false ass promises. You ain't put shit together and you ain't putting shit together, Q. You couldn't even put the next Friday together. We've been waiting. Fucking done. Burn him at the stake. I'm fucking with none of y'all niggas.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like I said, you just sit back and you go, I'm okay. I'm listening. I'm sitting down, listening up, showing up. Woo.
Beautiful, yeah. No, good stuff. Good stuff.
Yep. We got, the guy from the Bin Laden raid endorsing Biden. A bunch of Republicans are coming out endorsing Biden. Florida turnout is just going through the roof. Democrats are leading Republicans by like 500,000 votes.
And that's going to be difficult to overturn. Not impossible. A lot of people live in Florida, but that's a big margin to start off with.
Yeah, basically, they're going to start the day behind.
Yeah.
And they have to spend the whole day just trying to catch up. And then they still have to try to win.
And I swear to God, if Broward County, if you pull some hanging Chad shit again, I'm going to have to actually go over there and sort you out. I'm not putting up with some fucking tooth. No, I'll swim. Fuck it. I don't care, right? I'm not having this bullshit again. Sort your shit out. Count the votes. Fucking do it, okay? I'm not having another month of this nonsense.
Yeah, well, I mean, if he gets Pennsylvania and those other states, he won't need Florida.
Yeah. So. Every time we say this, every time we say, that'd be all right. And then Florida pulls some nonsense, or Ohio or something.
No.
Florida
Well,
just needs to
stop. Not even looking at Ohio.
Florida just needs to stop, okay?
Yeah, Florida man. Oh, God, did you see the guy in the boat?
No, the guy in the boat?
Oh, God, okay.
Admiral Nelson?
Right, so
what are you talking about?
We might, the drunk in the boat, I might have there. It's a Florida man who's in this big-ass boat, and he got busted for boating while intoxicated.
Is that illegal?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you can see why in the video. Just want to say Glenn Greenwald is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Glenn Greenwald is...
Yep, just Glenn Greenwald, piece of shit.
Well, a lot of them are doing this. There are people who are at least ostensibly supposed to be on the left. Jimmy Dore went on Tucker Carlson the other day. Doing his fucking whack shit again.
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yep. This is good. Thank you, by the way, Peter, for this video of a tortoise sliding down the hill.
Oh. That's like a roller coaster for a tortoise.
Yes.
That's like drag racing.
Yeah, that's like being shot out of a rocket for him. Like, he never moves that fast.
It's like, oh, slow down.
Oh, this is amazing. This next one. Rudy Giuliani is supposedly going over the evidence of Biden's corruption, but the folder that's supposed to contain the evidence is empty. Shall we watch?
What did I say? The motherfucker's gone crazy. Genuinely, his mind has melted. It's fucking porridge.
All right, here we go.
For the big guy. If there's any doubt who the big guy is, well, then you just turn to the other email, which shows that Hunter Biden, when he was setting up the office for this company, which got started and they were paid money, he asked for a key for Joe Biden and Jill Biden. Now, what the heck are they doing there?
Why are you talking to empty folders, doddering fool?
It's a metaphor for his mind.
Yeah, quite.
Yeah. What the fuck is he? That's genius. Why didn't they put some paper in there?
Even Trump was signing blank sheets of paper.
Yeah, or
he wasn't just signing the air.
Just print off. I don't know, your CV or something. Just put that in there. Your resume for Americans. Whatever. Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, we talked about this off air. You said you tweeted out lol.
I did. Yeah. Someone else tweeted.
Sorry, Rush.
Yeah, Rush Limbaugh's dying, and I can't remember who it was, but they tweeted this story out with a gif of someone tapping their watch.
Yeah, I give no fucks about this guy.
Yeah.
He's done so much harm.
Yeah.
No fucks.
Yeah.
None at all. Chuck Schumer, even though the Dems are in the minority and really can't do anything to stop the nomination, he's doing something which I think doesn't get a lot of coverage, but they are attempting at least to be the loyal opposition. In this case, the patriotic opposition. So I just thought, that was something I want to throw out there. And what else we got? Oh yes, despite being 38% of the population, Black voters in Durham County, I assume this is North Carolina, have either matched or outvoted whites in the county every day since early voting began. So they are keeping up. So if you figure breaking wise that whites are probably, depends on whether or not they're college educated, but let's just call it 50-50. And then Biden is probably getting 85 to 90% of all Black voters votes.
Well, I saw it as 90 to Biden, 5 to Trump in a recent one. And also showed that Black Americans had an 87% disapproval rating for Trump. Which is
sounds right.
Fucking farcical. I mean, he's awful. But, I'm sure his efforts to win the black vote round will definitely have worked. And he'll take all of those votes.
Oh, yeah, because he's done more for them except for maybe Abraham Lincoln, and that's debatable.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Mad. Oh, Carl thinks he's the Joker. He's a joke. Look, I covered this thing yesterday, this shoe thing. Oh, did you want to watch the shoe thing, by the way?
Yeah, we can after this if you want.
Yeah, I watched he did a video about Shoe on Head, pathetically fawning over her. It's embarrassing, Carl. Get over yourself. You crazy middle-aged twat. Go and spend some time with your wife's kids. Anyway, he thinks he's the Joker. Look, he's a parody. He's a fucking parody of an incel.
Yes. Now I've got the
going
quote
on about
that
it's women's duty to breed.
Yeah, women are breeding. He's a fucking Handmaid's Tale. He thinks women breed, or they're bred like horses.
He's an incel.
Yeah. Barron Trump had it. He's 14 and he's very tall. Trump says
he is very tall, and I often refer to close family members like that by their full name. I would have said Baron David Trump, or whatever his middle name is. Formal. You've got to be formal.
Yeah. This was from the 19th of October. What's today, the 20th? I don't even know what day it is anymore. But yeah, this is North Little Rock. I assume it's Arkansas.
Arkansas,
it might be Little Rock. Yeah. So this is the line to vote. So you can see it's going around the corner there to the right. I think that's where the building is. And then this car drives by looking out.
Why is that sign on the right? Hang on, go back.
What?
Go back right to the very start. What the fuck is that sign telling me?
Library.
Oh, it just looked like an L. Oh, is that a person with a book? Okay.
It's a person with a book.
I was like, that's just a letter L, and then it's smudged at the end or something? And that's on the right?
It's an Arabic letter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, this is the way to the Yiddish library. Yeah, okay, cool.
All right, so check out this. Again, these, they shouldn't have to do this, but it's inspiring to me that they are doing this.
You should. Yeah,
this is not a functioning democracy right here.
No.
This is madness. Wow. I love to bring in chairs. You shouldn't have to bring you're not camping out for a fucking concert.
Yep, chairs. People bring, Yep.
That's fucking insane. That's insane. Imagine how dispiriting it must be to turn up there and think, I've got to queue up for fucking hours. God,
but people are making the mental, okay, today's the day I'm going to go and wait in line and vote.
Yeah.
And they're doing it. 35 million of them so far.
But again, that disenfranchises the poor, because the poor can't afford to take a day off.
Well, that's why early voting, there's voting on weekends, and that's why they're trying to get people to the polls.
They're open week. Okay, cool. I thought it was just like a weekday thing. Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the municipality, but I know that there are a lot of places that are opening up on the weekends, and also ballot drop-offs and things like that.
But clearly here in Arkansas, they've got it sorted.
Yep. Oh, this was a cute little video about people in Wisconsin. I don't know.
I did,
you saw that one.
Yeah, well, I responded with oop.
Oop. I introduced Kev to the Manitowoc Minute, and we binged a bunch of his videos, Charlie's videos, and Kevin got into the oop.
Because I think it's just nice. Yeah, it's a nice little kind of. I know it probably has a more specific meaning, but I like to think it can be broadened out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any sort of social situation.
Yeah. Oh, just came on your back.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. I'm just gonna say this: the walking out to the Beastie Boys music can make anybody look cool, even Joe Biden. So this was the Beastie Boys licensed
hang on,
Sabotage.
Let's not even get rid of that beard. Let's just keep that on the screen for a minute. It's like a beard of beat. It has a volume to it. It's glorious. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Like, I wasn't convinced of this until I saw it, so I'm just we'll do a test here. Does walking out to Sabotage makes anybody like 10 points cooler? No.
In my community is that Joe Biden wins this election. That's the kind of person we need.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Isn't it? I mean,
that is pretty
anybody
cool.
looks cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is cool music.
Yeah, except Trump, because he would,
but I can't stand it because I know he planned it. That's the opening lines to that song.
Yeah, police chiefs in the U.S. are grappling with the problem of armed men at the polls, but hopefully most of the Dems will have already voted.
Tom, can I just scroll back up a second? Sorry.
Yeah, I've got to pause that video because that's the drunk voting guy.
Why is Tom Mannington sending us material for Heil Hitler?
Yeah, it's the ha-ho. It's your flip-flop story.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't know why that would be appropriate for a Hitler show.
So do ha-ho. I was corrected about this in our Facebook group about, the ha-ho. All right. So actually, I'm going to pause. I don't know if you want to watch the whole 2-minute video because there is a longer, more extended one. But pause.
Well, just show me the funny bit. I don't know. So I don't know what this. You say, do you want to watch the whole thing? It could be anything, Kristi. I have no idea what this story is.
So this guy is just in Florida with a boat, drunk.
Okay.
Okay, that's all you need for a setup. Or like
cool. That's good context. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
No one was hurt, by the way.
Alright, somebody needs to get this fucking idiot off the boat.
I mean, that's true, yeah.
Florida.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. Your face is boating under the influence and property damage charges.
Boating under the influence. Imagine explaining that in prison. Fucking hell. What are you in here for? I killed a bloke. What about you? I had a few too many beers when I was out yachting. Okay, you're definitely getting shanked then. Definitely. No doubt about it.
I don't feel... There's a whole sort of like, you're rich enough to own a boat, you're probably going to be able to pay for the damages. It's fun, but still, that's just funny. I think that's... this is just the thread underneath. People. Yep. More Republicans for Trump. I'm sorry, Republicans for Biden.
Oh, look at the fucking tash. You're bringing me quality face furniture tonight.
So anyway, he just talks about how he's a lifelong Republican. I don't know. I guess, again, I just find these things to get over the anxiety of another 16 result, seeing all of these just sort of like people who should be Republican voters, who are Republican voters, walking away from their party.
I didn't know the Monopoly Man was a Republican. Okay.
Yeah. Well, of course he is.
Yeah.
I thought you might like this one, Kev.
That's not nice.
So that one was for you.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's on here after this. Oh, right. Stefan Molyneux is trying to evade his YouTube ban. So if you go to his channel, Molyneux Resurrected as a ban evasion. It's not his channel. Someone decided to repost a video. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. But I still have more subscribers in that channel. Fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen? Oh, this is amazing. Straight married guy. I mean, not important, but he thinks that skirt and heels are not just for women. Should we see how he rocks these looks?
Okay.
And I mean, he's got legs and he knows how to use them.
Oh, lovely ZZ Top reference.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Booty. Hello.
Yeah, he's packing back.
Look at that booty.
Nice.
And those heels. Love it.
To quote the brilliant film White Chicks, I like a white girl with a black girl's ass.
Glad you're quoting.
Thank you.
There you go. There's that booty
again. Look at that. That's nice, man. I mean, to be fair, if I had an ass like that, I might wear a skirt.
And those legs.
Yeah.
Look at how shapely those legs are. This has got, look at that calf. That is just well toned. So yeah, I wanted to share a bit of beauty in an otherwise ugly world. Let's see. Oh, this is really funny. Okay. I don't know if you've seen this or not. This is actually pretty adorable. This is apparently pretty old, but it's still funny. And I think we need a little humor in our lives right now. Here we go.
First, let's do this one.
Okay.
First, we'll start with Antarctica.
Okay.
Okay. See this, black thing? That's a penguin.
Oh, it's a penguin.
And this is an iceberg, and it's melting. And this is just a little ice cube.
Oh, wow. So you put little things depending on what lives there. What is this right here?
That's Russia.
And what is that on Russia?
It's really funny.
What is it?
Trump.
Oh, bless him.
And then they show the Trump drawing, and it's going to be a little close-up. That's Trump.
Oh, and that little kid went on to become Albert Einstein.
Yes. I thought this was funny. Just passed an honest-to-goodness Biden-Trump sign war in an apparently very passive-aggressive Texas neighborhood.
Okay, but that makes it sound like when it's a sign war, are they beating each other with signs?
No, it just means everyone's yard. Like they just start populating, and escalating till you can't. There's no lawns left without a sign. This guy, idiot, wants to know why is white pride racist? Fucking.
If you need that explaining to you, may I suggest lobotomy?
Yeah. Cornyn. Oh yeah. This is Republicans think. Oh man, these guys. Cornyn said he described his Trump as maybe like a lot of women who get married and think they're going to change their spouse, and that usually doesn't work out very well. No, dude, that's just describe what you decided to hitch your star to this piece of shit, and now he's going to take you down with him. Don't bring women and your stereotypes and your sexism into this.
Well, there are a lot of these people. You've seen Sass come out, you've seen Cornyn come out, you saw the governor of Maryland come out with this. They know exactly what they're doing. A, they're trying to save their ass in the short term, and B, positioning themselves for 2024 potential runs. And that's, again, how you know the stink of death is upon them. Because on the ground, these motherfuckers are seeing the polling, and unlike Trump, they're not necessarily delusional fucking freaks who are like, oh shit, this motherfucker's cancer, he's dragging me under. So they're trying to distance themselves. But all the Democrats have now got to do is show tweets from their opponents in those areas saying, oh look, this is him sucking Trump's dick for the last 4 years.
Yep. That's the next wing, basically the split in the Republican Party. That's one wing of it, and Cornyn and Trump and these others are the other. So you and I talked about this, I think, 60 Minutes clip. I think that's why I put it on there. So, but yeah, actually, I wanted to just say, was it this at the end? I thought this was interesting. They're talking about what would you be doing if Bernie Sanders was the candidate instead of Joe Biden, who's obviously way more centrist.
Biden winning means the argument continues.
You know, as a conservative, I look at Bernie Sanders. I can disagree with Bernie Sanders on 57 issues without even breaking a sweat. But you know what he's not? He's not un-American. Donald Trump is fundamentally un-American. He does not believe in the things that Steve was just talking about that have bound this country together, and he doesn't believe in the role of a president as a leader of a nation. Instead, Donald Trump looks at the presidency as a way to enrich himself and aggrandize himself. And, you know, these are just fundamentally different categories.
So, yeah, I just kind of thought it was interesting. They're like, hey, well, even Bernie Sanders, it doesn't fucking matter. He's at least loyal to the Constitution. He understands his oath to democracy and freedom. Yeah. So.
Fair enough.
Kyle Kulinski. Sorry, I was thinking of
Dennis Kucinich.
Dennis, yes, I was.
Our favourite long, well, not dead necessarily, but politically dead figure from the past. Yeah. Yeah.
Kyle's saying there should be free speech protections for Holocaust denial because it doesn't incite violence.
Which isn't remotely true.
No. Remember when he was someone that you could get secular news from and you thought wasn't a piece of shit?
Yeah, I do. That was a while ago.
Years. 2014, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's because he's doing the same Jimmy Dore shtick of like the Democrats are evil. That's all I'm ever going to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
my 2 states of being. Sorry.
Oh. Oh. No, I love the one on the right's just like, do I have to hang out with this dude?
Why do you keep putting us together?
Yeah.
Gotta look at this pretty kitty. Look at that face.
Oh,
gorgeous. And the little white tufts coming out the ears.
Yeah, there's some white tufty bits. There's a bit on the chest, and then maybe a little bit on the hip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beauty. Absolute
Glorious.
Beauty. I think you talked about this, the Trump sign that was taped.
Yep. Yeah, someone take Trump to prison. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm. I don't. What did I
well, I love the fact that that's not. If you go back, sorry for a second.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it's actually clearly a second attempt because there's a W or something behind the T. So clearly they've gone there, done it initially, they've painted it over, and then they've gone back again and done take Trump to prison. So thank you. Yeah, I like persistent trolling. That's good.
That's dedication to the art.
Exactly.
I don't know what this is. We'll find out. Oh, it's gone. Whatever it is. All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh yes, the Democrats.
Yeah, I showed this on the stream yesterday. Yeah, Democrats. Just because it's cute.
Yes.
Like even if you don't like Byron Harris or whatever, just
you
like the cats. Yeah.
Yep. Unmarried women voting in Pennsylvania already 10 times more than it was at this point in 2016.
Why are women allowed to vote?
Mm-hmm.
We're originalists. We're textualists on this show.
So unmarried women now count for 1 out of every 3 vote cast, and Dems lead among that voting group by like 70%.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough.
Here are the white supremacists doing a shit job at cosplaying at their revolution.
And can I just point out, right, to all the class reductionist garbage bags who were like defending these motherfuckers, oh, they're poor, this is what they're... They've got a fucking car, and look at all this tactical gear. That's not cheap equipment. These are not poor people.
No. I mean, someone said if the cost of those guns are the same as a Prada bag, and they might have 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, look at all this fucking gear, tactical gear, fucking helmets, all that shit. It's all expensive. These are not fucking poor. These are middle class, comfortably well off. That car looks quite nice. Like it's difficult to tell from just the inside, but it looks like a nice car. Like it's not economic uncertainty or anxiety that's driving
racism.
these people. Yeah,
it's racism. Among voters who already said they vote, 78% for Biden, 21% for Trump. That was a.
And 1% for Vermin Supreme, which is good.
Yes, new study. Texas has the most restrictive voting process in the country.
Texas is like Florida, needs to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Just.
All right, I think we are.
Did you want to do the shoe thing?
Did you? You sounding tired now?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Oh, okay. I need a break, but
okay. Yeah,
other than
you
that,
go and do that then.
Oh, you missed this one out.
Oh yeah, Matt Gaetz became Rick Gates, which is And then Matt Gaetz was still out there sucking his dick. Like, have some self-respect, man. He doesn't even know you.
Yeah, you can't even remember people's names.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and this one was one we'll end on. It's another Lincoln Project trolling video. This time of Lindsey Graham.
Hang on, when you say end on, are we doing the thing or not doing the thing?
No, of the bookmarks.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Right. We'll end the bookmarks on this, and then we'll move to the next segment. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, this is a bop.
That's it.
Yeah. No, that was good. That slapped, as I believe the kids are saying these days.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. You want to do, if you go to, I don't know if it's her Brainlit channel or her main channel. It might be her Brainlit. I don't know. If you want to go look that up, I'm going to take a break, fill up my water.
You go and do
you
that.
To the chat.
And I'll talk to the chitty chats.
And I will stop sharing. Although you have the master controls. You are the one on the Zoom meeting, so if you're masturbating, you can't turn your camera off, as we know.
Well, I don't want to turn my camera off. I want the world to see. Okay, I think Kristi's gone now. So we can badmouth her. Yeah. Shoe on head, Sargon. Okay, I don't know. Let's go with brainlet then. Don't really know what I'm looking for because Kristi told me about this thing. Oh, hang on. The How I Changed, is this the thing? Is this the one? Oh, I forgot to put the fucking ad.
Socialism is the...
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, I'm just going to check my bookmarks. This is why Kev should always wear a chastity belt. Oh, God. Yeah, they're building a holding pen for all of the lorries that they told us definitely wouldn't happen after Brexit, because Brexit's a joke. Anyway. Miles Chong. What the... Okay. That's a little bit weird. Anyway. Whatevs. How are we, Cheaty Chats?
All right, I'm back. You know, I just realized that I thought it was Friday night because it is Friday night for me because I'm on vacation from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Woo.
So, well, good. Yeah, good. I'm glad, Kristi. I'm glad.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just let's talk about me some more. Yeah, that was just a random thought to let you know I was back. Also, I got another. So as long as we are talking about me, because it is my favorite subject. Yeah, we had a meeting today, and I put out an ad for a product that we're going to be bringing out for SESTA. And someone, I've had this twice now, like, I really like your voice. I'm going to have to do some audiobooks or something on my channel, I think, because I get a lot of compliments on how, oh, bright, you're brighter now.
I am.
I can see you. Yes.
Well, I wasn't sure I was going back on camera, so I turned the light off because it's a little bit bright. But there we go.
Anyway, so that's, again, just another random thing that happened in my life today as we're filling time. Okay, so is this the Sargon one or the shoe one? Oh, it's a shoe one.
It's the shoe
I see
one.
it now.
Yeah. So,
yeah. Okay.
Let's recenter the thing. Doesn't
You
really
might have
matter
to,
as much.
yeah, you want to see her because she's going to be reacting. So yeah, resize the screen a bit, I think.
There we go.
And yeah, so I don't want to, I watched about 2/3 of this. I didn't watch the whole thing because I kind of like just tuned out after a while. So you can tell me you've not watched it. You can tell me your opinions. I know people are like, oh, shoes so left, shoes so left. I'm like, is she though, after watching this? But again, I don't want to prejudice anyone's impressions if they've not already seen.
Well, I didn't even know this was a thing. Like, you slid into my DMs and asked, after asking for feet pictures for the millionth time, and I said, no, Kristi, no, that's not happening. After that imaginary interaction, you said, oh, do you want to watch the shoe video response to Carl? And I was like, is that a thing? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
By the way, I think she's learning that she needs feminism. In all of this, one of the things that she's learning is that actually she doesn't need feminism because there's a lot of fucking sexist pricks out there who are coming at her now. So.
Okay, well, we'll see. I have no idea what to even expect.
It's only 8. All right, yeah, 8 minutes. It's not so long.
Well, this is called How I Changed, and she's watching a Carl video called Socialist of Bad People at Shoe on Head.
Because he's so desperate. He's so thirsty for attention and relevance.
Oh, yeah.
He can't talk about like how Trump is ruining America.
Sorry, no, well, he likes that.
Yeah.
Is the most dangerous thing that humanity has ever created, and you're accidentally falling into it because these
said socialism there
the
at the
radical
start,
left are love bombing you. And
yes, me, the person just infamous for being loved bombed by the left for years. That's me. Oh, what? I constantly get hate from the left today. All the time. They fucking hate me so much. They call me a Nazi. This isn't the first time Sargon has made a video like this. He made a video called Should We Debate BreadTube? And in that video he implies that Vosh is grooming me, which has turned into, like, has absolutely spiraled into a meme because of that. Sargon refuses to believe that I have come to these conclusions by myself, that this is my own ideology, that I have, like, done my own research, that I have looked into my own positions, which I've held for years. He just, like, refuses to believe that. He wants to believe that it's, like, outside factors that are influencing
Also, can we just
me.
say that's a great threesome? Look at that face. He
He's
looks
just waiting for a
so
cock.
shocked.
No, I was just thinking he's going to take it. You know, he's opening up to suck on the balls myself.
Oh, good lord, woman! This is outrageous.
Get that image out of your mouth. Just draw a little willy next to his mouth.
No, I won't do that. But if someone else wants to do that, they can do that.
But yeah, I mean, Sargon is a sexist who infantilizes women and thinks that they don't have agency.
Yeah.
That's what he's always been.
Yeah,
that's what he's always been. Yeah.
What really it is, like, yes, I've gone further left over the years. Like, my little political compass is like, boop, boop. The perfect way I could describe
That's
how
a shit
my
measurement.
positions have changed, or how I've changed, I guess, is I looked at something, I know I've repeated this before, but I looked at something like, when I was a liberal, or, oh shit, mass slipped.
So there was this guy, Robin, the happy plaster from Bristol, right?
Fuck. Got him.
When I was more like centristy, or, you know, just left-wing centrist or whatever, I was pro, you know, legalizing marijuana. But I never looked into, you know, why marijuana is illegal. And then from there, I looked into our private prisons. From there, I looked into how fucked up our prison system is. From there, I looked into the fact that we have prison stocks. From there, I just kept going and going. And also things like healthcare. Why don't we have healthcare? The health insurance industry is completely cucking us. The fact that...
Yeah, I don't know that use of language, but regardless. Yeah, so basically you were saying you were ignorant.
Yeah. Also, like, being for the legalization of marijuana was like a left position in the 90s. You know?
Yeah.
Like, by the 2000s, it was hardly a left position. It was a mainstream position.
Yeah. Well, hang on, let's...
And also, she doesn't talk about the racism behind all of those, like the racism behind marijuana criminalization, or the racism behind the prison industrial complex, or like any of that. She's just kind of like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Oh, you and your asses.
Oh, sorry, yeah. 2/3 of Americans in general, because I remember seeing that, like, even Republicans are now in favour of it.
Mm-hmm.
2/3 of Americans.
Small government, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It should be.
Democrats leaning independent, 78%. Republicans and Republican leaners are less supported, with 55%.
It's still a majority.
Yeah, majority of even Republicans. So it's not. Like,
I think if you go
super
back,
left-wing.
I think that's a 60-something%. Yeah, in the sidebar. 63% of Republicans in the millennials, does that go up again? And on the bar on the far right side, the report, 63% of Republican millennials favor marijuana legalization.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's from 2015.
So it's probably up even more now.
Yeah. 63% of millennials, 47 Gen X, 38 Boomer, 17 silent.
Grandpa.
Yeah.
Your grandparents.
Yeah.
Your great-grandparents at this point.
Yeah. Although, interestingly, more Boomer Democrats than Gen X Democrats, which is odd. Not much by 5%, but, you know.
Yeah.
Even so. So, yeah, it's not like a super left-wing position or anything. But I mean, being against private prisons is good.
Yeah.
You know,
but again, she doesn't just discuss the racism behind it.
No, although, to be fair, I mean, yeah, I know, yeah. But it just...
Yeah, I mean, just like, why did you change your mind? She just says she changed her mind, but she doesn't explain. I mean, is it a capitalist critique or is it a racism critique?
Could be both.
Yeah, well, then she should
certainly
say that.
is for me.
Yeah, well, certainly. I mean, you should not be profiting off of incarcerating people. There's an incentive to put people in jail.
Indeed. Which is why you end up with the largest per capita and actual prison population ever.
Yeah, but that privatization is built on a system that was already in place.
Yeah.
That was racially motivated to stop black people from voting and make it harder for them to get jobs and keep them in poverty.
Indeed.
And also destroy families.
Quite.
What, like, oh, I don't like war bad. Looking into the military-industrial complex, looking into fucking Raytheon and all that shit, and how they basically just want more and more money.
So she looked into 2005.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be rude about it, but like that's some
Yeah.
pretty basic. That's like the elevator pitch bit of leftism. I don't
Pop
know.
leftism.
Well, yeah,
Pop
exactly. Like, I
leftism.
remember reading about that when I was at fucking college and stuff. Like, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. Oh, I don't know. Well, maybe it's different in America because you don't get the American
There's still
education system
information.
is so
There's still the internet.
indoctrination. Oh god. I mean, they're doing fucking PragerU videos in American schools. That's mental.
Well, one school,
Wow,
and they did get some media coverage and a lot of pressure. So hopefully they'll call up the academic or the teacher and say, "Why did you have this on here?"
Indeed.
Anyway, yep.
And from there, I went naturally more left. What have I changed on? Non-binary, I guess, but that was in 2017 I changed my mind. I made a whole video about how I changed my mind on that. I went on stage at MythCon and talked about how I changed my mind on non-binary things, but that was 2017, so that's not recent. I changed my mind on guns. I used to be anti-gun, and now I'm pro-gun. That doesn't count. I changed my mind on hate speech laws. I was pro-hate speech laws back in the day, and now I'm not. I am anti-hate speech laws. I am pretty much more pro-freedom of speech than I've ever been at this moment.
So the title of the video is "Have I Changed?" And then she keeps talking about how she's changed, but also how she's not changed. I don't know. It's kind of a mixed message, I think.
Well, because she's trying to play the line. She knows a lot of her audience are right wing as fuck, and she doesn't want to lose them. But she's also clearly changed. So
Yes. Yeah. Also, if you're changing toward being pro-gun and pro-hate speech, are you that left?
Well, to be fair, there are people on the left who are pro-gun for other reasons. I think they're wrong and silly, but I understand where they're coming from.
All right, but hate speech laws?
No, hate speech, yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, but I've always said this, the same with all of them. Absolutist free speech, nonsense like we saw from Carl Kalinske about the Holocaust denial stuff, is such a pathetically childish and insulting to my intelligence argument. Like, I can't even engage in the conversation with you because it's so dumb.
And they're also not covering on people who are being fired for not being Trump enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's always one-sided. It's always about tolerating racist speech against minority groups.
Well, yeah, Charlie Kirk's thing about like, do they even ban left-wing accounts? And I was looking at that on my 4th Twitter account. Just saying.
Uh-huh.
But if Twitter are asking, it's my first account. I don't know what you're talking about. It's fake news.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I haven't changed. I just
learned you've changed.
more. Did we all forget what SJWs are?
I haven't changed. I learned more. But you just explained how you changed.
That's wrong. Yeah, you have changed. You've clearly changed. And that's fine, man. Fucking hell.
But just pick a position.
Yeah.
Like, just decide. I've changed, and that's fine because people learn, or you haven't changed, but clearly you have. So don't complain.
Not just that, but you can, if she was worried about her income and stuff, which would be a concern, it's not necessarily an intellectually consistent one, but, it's a fundamentally sound thing to try and look after your financial interests. People like, say, ContraPoints, Vosh, H-Bomber guy, have shown that a leftist on YouTube can make a living. A very comfortable living, be very successful with it. So even if you lose some right-wing twats, if you actually just open up and start being more open and more honest about where you're at now, I think you would make that back up, if that makes sense. There are leftists out there now that will, engage in that. It might not be as profitable, I'm not going to pretend that, but you don't need to worry, because she's clearly trying to thread the fine line between, I'm still free speech, red pill person, but also, yay, leftism, guns and guillotine memes, yay. You can't have it both ways. People will see through that as disingenuous bullshit, and you'll end up not disenfranchising, whatever the word was. You're basically
alienating
both sides. So
yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so
yep.
These fruitcakes exist and are indoctrinating a lot of people. Global pandemic, massive income equality, housing crisis. People are getting kicked out of their houses, can't pay rent. There's a massive uprising. Police brutality is going nuts. A fucking little kid, an autistic little kid, was shot in the back.
Who said anything? Sorry, just in the chat. Who said anything about Fosh being honest? Like, I'm not even taking a point as to whether he is or isn't.
I think I think it was about if you're just upfront with your views.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's. Yeah, well, I meant if she was more open about what she's actually become now. That would be better in general, because, like I say, it's not. I mean, it's not lying as such, because I'm sure she is conflicted between the person she was and the person she is now, and everyone's complex, and we've all got issues where, like, I've got certain beliefs that are right wing, and I've got certain beliefs that would have Stalin telling me to calm down. You know what I mean? Like, people have weird shit about them. But I said honest living. Did I? Oh, well, you know what I mean. Like, you can earn a decent living. You can earn like a goodly amount of money. She's not going to be starving as a leftist content creator, because she's already got a big platform and people are prepared to like engage with that.
Throw money at her.
Well, yeah, and then she's got like all the Vosh and all these people who've like engaged with her and been like had her on shows and stuff. So she won't want for leftist appreciation and all the rest of it if she comes out and says like, actually, yeah, fuck your nonsense, Carl. You're a piece of shit. Rather than trying to thread the very thin line between.
I've not changed and I've changed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't say on the one hand, well, my views have evolved in X, Y, and Z ways, but I'm fundamentally the same person. No, that's not how that works. That's not how any of that works.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The other day by police, and then they had to make a GoFundMe to pay for the kid's health care to fix his fucking bullet wounds. And this man is like, did we all forget about what SJWs were? No, we didn't forget what SJWs were. They're still here. They're still annoying. I still call them out when they're annoying. But man, am I the only person from the skeptic community who isn't a fucking communist right now? All the people who for years were like, I'm a liberal, but SJWs are annoying. I'm left-wing, but SJWs are annoying, are finally like, hey, I'm left-wing. And these people are like, am I the only one who's not a communist? There's one comment that's like, shoe on head have fallen. And it was like the funniest shit. I don't know, I get a rise out of broken English comments. Shoe on head have fallen. The comments are crazy. They're like, well, Shoe and her boyfriend broke up, so now she's going crazy. Shoe and her boyfriend broke up because he got tired of her being a communist. You know, he's not talking about politics, but if he ever decides to talk about politics again, they're not going to be happy. So another narrative is that, like, I always go with the opinions of whatever man is in my life. And
welcome to anti-feminism.
Because
that's literally it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same, and I'm not saying she's like any of these fucking far right Nazi people, but the whole thing about like the alt right women are asking for a bit more respect from the alt right men. You know, that article, and I'm like, yeah, but you knew what this was. Like, what the fuck? When they were talking about you being like the breeding stock of the white race, did you think they meant that in a respectful way? Do you think they meant that as a kind of, in addition to the fact that we see you as intricate individuals capable of enormous, you know, no, you're a vagina.
Yeah, I mean, when you stop being a pick-me, sort of anti-feminist, and you have your own opinions and you disagree with these sexists, they're going to come at you, because that's what they do with women and non-binary people and everyone who doesn't fit their patriarchal perfection binary mode of breeders and providers.
Well, it's understandable with Carl because he's such an alpha Chad, obviously.
Well, he needs he needs the associated status that comes with patriarchy, because he doesn't have it in his own mind or his own soul.
In the same way that white supremacists and white nationalists have nothing actually going for them as individuals, as human beings.
Exactly.
They need that's the only thing they've got going, is the fact that their skin happens to be a colour because both of their parents fucked.
Mm-hmm. Like, that's your
Well done.
And
white man came in, white woman created you. What involvement did you have in any part of that?
None. But white culture, come on, Morris dancing.
Morris dancing, burn it all down. Anyway.
I started the anti-SJW stuff a year before Skeptic did. We were together for a year before he jumped into it. And also me and Skeptic disagreed all the time. Like, where is that coming from? from?
Sexism.
Also, there's so many narratives.
And
There's-
it's like a parasocial thing, isn't it? That people think the snapshots you get of people online are like the person. Like, I've had interactions with people who genuinely think I'm like a fucking raving lunatic who screams at people and calls them cunts in the
Grocery
street
stores.
and stuff. No, I'm a normal person. It's just online. I'm just sort of letting loose and calling, I'm calling Nazis pricks. I don't go into the fucking, like you say, into the grocery store and say,
Go to Sainsbury's.
"Can I have £50 cash back, you motherfucker?" Like, no, I'm a normal person.
Yeah, you walk
by
up to
and
people in
large.
Sainsbury's going, "Are you a racist? Get the fuck out."
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a tie-in to Carl's rant about Sainsbury's.
Indeed.
Yeah. Also, so like she's left wing, but she's also not too left wing because she still calls out crazy SJWs.
Yeah, treading the fine line. It really is. It's a fucking not trapeze act. What do you call it?
Balancing. Balancing.
The wire. The circus. Tightrope act.
Yes.
That she's trying to do here, which is, like I say, just fundamentally. I mean, dishonest makes it sound like I'm condemning it more than ever. Because, like I say, I understand it must be difficult. You're going through a very public and low profile. Because that's the thing. If I change my opinions, I've got no one gives a fuck what I think, really. Whereas she's got like 1 million people screaming at her.
She's recalibrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's it's difficult, but it's not fundamentally entirely honest. Because we know that she has changed her personal opinions, and that's fine.
And let's just be honest about this. As much as people in 2015 were screaming at people who were standing up to racists and bigots, saying, "Oh, you're making everyone right wing," Trump has made a lot of people more left wing.
Yeah, Trump has radicalized every motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Left and right, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he's actively done it to the right, and he's passively done it to the left, just by his fuckery. And that's that. But you naturally, when the old thing about every reaction has a counter reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily equal and opposite, because that's a science thing. But yeah, and so the fact that the right wing are going around killing people, the left aren't just going to roll over and be like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Mm-hmm.
Away you go, Mr. Rittenhouse, you crazy scamp. Like, no, that's not how any of that works.
Yes, and also the thing about like police brutality. Let's be honest. Police brutality has always existed in America. And it's just with cell phones, people now, like white people who didn't believe black people who said they were being beaten up by the police, now they can see it for themselves.
Yeah.
And seeing that truth unfiltered, you can't deny it. So you have to either process it or you have to just be in a state of denial and refute. And you, if you accept it, then you have to process it and come up with a new position on it.
What's the river in Egypt got to do with it?
Right.
See,
Almost done.
You shouldn't humour me. That's just encouraging me to do silly jokes, and I don't think that's good for either of us. That's not healthy.
Codependent.
Yeah.
There's a narrative that I want the government to take care of me because I'm a woman. Lots of ID poll in the comments. Lots of identity politics. She's a woman.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I think there are a lot of people on the right, and she was obviously one of them, who genuinely don't think the right are doing identity politics when they're so clearly doing identity politics.
They're just doing white male grievance identity politics.
Yeah,
and they're calling it mainstream and normal and the default. Yeah, but it's all identity politics.
Yeah. Or with Dave Rubin with his thing like, "I'm gay and Jewish, I can't be bad."
Yes.
What the fuck? Like, come on now. Or Candace Owens, "I can't be a racialist. Black skin. Like, but I hate identity politics. Get the fuck out."
She expects the government. I can pay for my health care. I don't have student debt. I'm not poor. The concept of caring.
There are more sensitive ways of describing that, but yeah, okay.
Look, I'm rich as fuck.
Yeah.
So I don't need.
I don't deny the veracity of the comment. The statement stands on its own, I'm sure. But there are more sensitive ways than just going, "I'll make it rain on these nurses." Okay.
Yeah, you might be the pores. I'm not. I'm not one of you pores.
That's rude, Kristi.
Well, it's basically.
Okay. Anyway.
Don't just affect you is like foreign to these people.
You've got to really ask yourself where you're going with this. Because I'm looking at this is not
to
the
communism town.
This is not the person you knew. What am I doing differently? What have I done?
But you just said.
What have I done? Oh my god, this is getting so sad. This is not the person you knew? Sargon, you're not the person I knew. Bitch, no, you. I honestly actually feel really sad that he's saying this.
Oh.
I don't know what I have done. I'm not saying feminism is doo-doo, but I am. I still criticize all that shit. He even opened with this video of me criticizing that shit. I still criticize TERFs, you know, pop feminism and all that shit. I still criticize.
So, but again, you're kind of on the money there, Kristi. She's criticising, like, the stuff that most feminists criticise. TERFs, arseholes, pop feminism is pointless and doesn't really mean a lot. Like, yeah, that's... But
it's fine if you're 13.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like, it's a gateway drug into like, real politics. But, yeah, like, there's nothing... She used to criticise feminism, like, just in total, like, third wave intersectional evil communalisms. And now she...
Yeah, she did a whole thing of bullshit about the wage gap when it's an actual phenomenon that economists monitor globally. There's a report from the World Economic Forum on the gender gap in various ways, education, income, other outcomes every year. And they compare countries. So how can it not exist? Yeah, so anyway, yeah, like I said, I haven't changed, but here are all the ways I've changed.
Yeah, exactly. And not just that, but she raises a good point, actually, about Carl has changed.
Oh, yeah.
Carl used to, I mean, I remember the one video of his I've ever liked, which was The Conservatives Don't Care About You. Where in, like, 2014, 15, he put out a thing like, the Tories don't care about poor people. And now he's like, yay, Boris Johnson, let me nibble on your balls. Yay.
Yes. Carl's moved very far right. I mean, Carl, and Chu's moved to the left on a few issues, but either, like you said, you've changed, then just fucking own it. Don't whine. Oh, how am I different when you just explained all the ways in which you're different?
Yeah, it's a bit silly.
Yeah.
Criticize, you know, these fake, woke, dumb things. Like, it's kind of sad, this, like, massive divide that has happened in our community. And Chris is getting dragged in it too, Chris Reagan. Who barely even talks about politics anymore. Like, God bless him for escaping. Like, I wish I could. But, like, Chris is getting dragged in it too. And, like, me and Chris were always, like, the two amigos. He was called, you know, male Shu. I was called female Chris. Is because we were both liberals. And we both criticized this stuff from a liberal's perspective. It's become clear to me now that we hated SJWs for different reasons. I hated them because they were an optics nightmare and were very annoying. And Sargon hated them because he thinks they're destroying the West or something.
I am still the kind of centrist liberal that I've always thought of myself. My principles have not changed.
I think Shu's face rather sums it up. Yeah, nonsense. Absolute garbage. I'm the same centrist, even though he's literally got a Yuri Bezmenov t-shirt for sale. Oh, God. Fucking kill me. Absolutely kill me.
Yeah, I haven't made this far in the video. Like, I watched the first 2/3 of it and then I dipped out because I was getting. I mean, also, like, just don't. It's a tone policing, but she does whine, and she doesn't have to. She can just be confident.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, Carl. You know, and not have to do. It's a lot of, like, pleasing and looking for validation, kind of in her voice. That is just not necessary.
I don't think it's about validation. I think, like I said, she's just going to keep hold of the audience. And a lot of those people, like, there's a fair crossover because, you know, they came from the same place, the same, I would call it rightist place, anti-SJW thing. And so they've got similar, there's like a crossover on their audiences. So if she comes out and says, fuck you, Sargon, then maybe the Sargon dipshits will fuck off.
Not support her on Patreon anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the both of us. The fucking both of us! Who was correct? Who changed? Sargon, you're not a centrist liberal. You think LGBT is far left. You think I am a communist. You think women have the duty to have children. He said me and Chris Reagan were joining the woke brigade, and then when Chris Reagan was like, what? He was like, define woman. Trans women are women is an opinion that I have held since 2014. I guess that is the conclusion. I have always been the communist socialist. I'm just a fucking SJW. Next time someone calls me an SJW, I'm just gonna be like, yes. Someone in the comments of Sargon's video said, Shu has become a class justice warrior, and all I could say to that is, based.
I'll make sure to send you the file.
Okay. That was
that. That was that. Mildly entertaining.
Yeah, that was alright. There's some cool stuff in that.
Yeah. So that was a little bit of YouTube dramas. That little going back and forth there.
Yeah.
So. You're right.
Thoughts on that? Anyone?
I think we should. Well, if they don't in the chat, I think we should talk. Oh, we previewed the 2 shit movies, so we just have to do it now.
We do.
Yeah,
we do.
But that's on your schedule because you've got
There's a program that allows you to run both chats as one. That sounds fucky. But there we go.
That sounds like work.
Exactly.
Kevin doesn't like work.
Can you do things for me for free, and then they will happen? If not, you'll have to wait 6 months until an authoritative male tells me to do the thing Kristi told me to do 6 months ago. And I say that only partly joking, because I am useless. I'm scared to do anything.
I mean, well, Kevin, we all know how long it took you to just plug in your internet, so...
Yeah, and most of the time I was like fucking 6 feet from the bastard thing. It really wouldn't have been a problem. I could have done it and it would have been fine. But I was just like, yeah, it's over there. I'd have to stand up and then plug a thing in. That's mad.
I'm on vacation, so I can pretty much do most nights if you want to do. But you've got a guest you're trying. I am.
Well, I'm not sure if that's going to happen this week or not. But I'll be booking some peeps for shows.
Yeah, I saw T1J wants to come on your show.
T1J! It was Kevin from Birmingham.
Different Birmingham, but different Kevin.
Ham, Alabama.
Yeah.
And I don't think people would be as cool with me having his awesome dreadlocks.
Probably not. But you've got your own look, Kevin. You just stay with your
I
own look.
do. I've got weird tangly hair on my face instead of my head. So, yeah, no. I think that's how that works.
Yeah. So that's the show, folks.
No, it isn't. There's one more surprise.
There's a surprise? I'm surprised.
No. I just wanted to say that because you were being finite about it, and I just thought I can be silly.
Be contrary.
Yeah.
Yeah, contrary. Yeah.
No, I don't have to be contrary. What are you talking about?
This isn't an argument. This is just contradiction.
Yeah. Oh, the argument clinic thing.
Yeah.
We should just rip off entire Monty Python bits.
People might actually show up for that.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
Sleep all night and work all day. I wear high heels.
Yeah. Actually, is that bit transphobic? I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, I personally don't take it as transphobic because he's actually being who he is. And yeah, other people have a bad reaction, but he's still being who he is. So I know that they talk about that bit in The Life of Brian. Eric Idle talked about the longing to be able to have kids and not being able to have them. And he said, he played that. He thought it was a very sincere character. He wasn't trying to make fun of anyone. He actually had quite a lot of empathy for in Life of Brian for the character who's like, well, you have the right to have babies even if you can't. And he doesn't see that as being diminutive or demeaning at all. Now, how people take it, obviously, it's art, so it's up for interpretation. But at least in terms of how he describes it now as a very, very old man, he owns that as like, yeah, I was being sincere. I was playing that character sincerely. So.
Cool beans.
Yeah. Hey, I've got some D&D coming up later on tonight on my D&D gaming channel.
Oh, well, go and...
That's what I'm doing. I'm staying up for the next 3 hours so I can fight evil with a sword as opposed to at the ballot box.
Yes. Although, I mean, you probably could fight evil with a sword at the ballot box, but that would be...
Yeah, I go to prison.
A little bit illegal. Now you're in Germany, it's fine.
I think if I flew back to the States and did it, it'd still be illegal.
But... Yeah, but then you could swim back. I'll tell you what, I'll swim to Florida. You swim to Wisconsin. I presume you can do that via water.
We'll do it together. We'll meet sort of like somewhere in the mid-Atlantic, and we can be swim buddies.
Yeah.
Hitch a ride.
Yeah. Can I
Because you don't
bring?
want to swim all the way down to Florida.
No, but can I bring my cow wife?
You gonna have sex with her in the ocean or just when you get on land?
That's between a man and his cow wife, and the god before which we swore cow vows to one another.
Yeah. So, are we going to be doing an election night thingy?
Yes, I don't know what about.
Okay.
Well, about the election, but I don't know what
Yes.
format or anything.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'll book that. I'll make sure I'll take the next day off as well, so we can stay up because we might not get results until ever.
Yeah.
But at least we can watch the initial ones come in and see how the turnout is, and yeah. Okay. So in 2 weeks' time, oh my God, I can't believe it. After all this, so long, so many years, and now we're only 2 weeks away from the election.
And we need to start planning for 2024.
Yes, because that's going to start the day after.
Well, no, it's already started. They're already jockeying for position.
The Republicans are, yeah.
To take on Biden or Harris, maybe, in 4 years.
Honestly, I don't know that Biden's going to make it. I'm praying he makes it for the next 2 weeks. That's as far as he needs to get. I mean, I hope he doesn't die. But honestly, if he makes it past election day, that's fine. Like, he's cleared the threshold. He's crossed the finish line.
Yeah.
It's done. It's fine. So,
well, the problem is,
hold on.
Trump would then argue, well, no, people voted for Biden, not Harris, so therefore I'm staying forever. Like,
Nah. You still vote for the ticket.
Hey.
Yeah, there might be a lot of you about to lose your job.
Yeah, that is funny.
In 2 weeks' time.
And I need to practice my milk syringe.
In the bath. Oh no, you don't like baths. You only take showers.
Yeah, I'm not fucking. Oh God, I'm not some sort of peasant from the medieval era. What are you doing? Bathing in my own anus juice? Are you mad? Anyway.
Maybe if you cleaned your ass a little bit better in the shower, it wouldn't be an issue.
Or I could just wash it in the shower along with the rest of my body in the shower like a clean person.
Yes, but you can't lounge in the shower for like.
No, I've got a fucking
hour.
sofa for that. It's fine. What? I've got a bed. If I want to lounge, I can lounge on dry land, which is generally speaking where humans should be lounging. Because if you fall asleep on a couch, you don't drown.
Yeah, in my flat, I've got a really, really small water heater, and I haven't been able to take a bath. Like, I have enough for a shower, kind of like a military shower. Like, sometimes I have to turn it off and let the water catch up and warm up before I start rinsing out the conditioner. But whenever I get to a hotel with a bathtub, I just spend the entire evening in the bath. Just poof. Yeah. So anyway, on that unnecessary piece of personal information.
Anyway, enough of our bathing techniques.
Yeah, or Kevin's lack of.
No, not a shower. The fuck?
Well, shower technique is not a bathing technique,
it's
is it?
Bathing. Bathing just comes from the fact that at one point it was basically a bath or nothing, or maybe the sea. Whereas now you've got various techniques. You can have a shower. You can bidet, I suppose. I don't know.
I don't think that bidet is bathing you. It's just bathing your ass.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Maybe that's what I need. I need a bidet and then bath. But then you've still got bollocks sweat. Oh, it's disgusting.
Well, the bidet can take care of all that for you. Just
I don't want
dance around, twerk a little bit.
Balls-ness.
You just twerk in the water shooting out from the bidet, and then you towel it off, and you're good to go.
Stop testicle-splaining to me.
Someone's got it.
That's not how any of this works. Anyway, so
right,
Matt's Hummels or something?
Yeah, sponsored by Hummels and Matt's Hummels.
Hummels and Matt's Hummels.
Not officially. Not official sponsors.
Not official sponsors, in case anyone from the Matt's Hummels... The Matt's Hummels Company? That's not a thing. Anyway.
Might be. It might be intellectual property.
No fucking idea. Anyway, all of you need to go the fuck away now. Goodbye from me. And goodbye from Kristi. Say goodbye, Kristi.
Say goodbye, Kristi.